doing more of Aetherius Art's medieval fantasy contests, and let's just hop into it. First up, we have Kiersanth, Forgemaster Falls, Volcanic Eruption. Let's check it out. We are on EU, at Kiersanth, Forgemaster Falls. There was a volcanic eruption which has destroyed most of the castle and of the small harbor village. One house is still intact. Life has to go on. Aw. That sounds depressing. Exciting, but depressing. Oh yeah, there's some, got some lightning. Let's sign that journal. Alright, what do we got? Got a little boat out there, that Nord fishing boat you get from Vet Kinds Aegis. Some extra harbor stuff added. Ooh, nice little boathouse shed thing. Is it still a boathouse if it's just a roof? I feel like there's a name for whatever a boat canopy might be. I'm not sure what it would be. I like the custom structuring with the tile platforms. Oh yeah, that's a tiled one. Got a nice roof on it. Got an anchor hanging. People do a lot of fun things with this dock situation that comes with the house. So yeah, here we have some solidified lava, it looks like, that's fallen down. Seems to have just barely missed these trees, or the eruption was a long time ago. Not really sure. Or maybe this is just the mountain part, and we haven't gotten to the eruption part. I'm not sure yet. Let's see, got some dock stuff, got a little cart over here, a little wagon wheel added. Yeah, lots of boats. Aww, this cute little Maine Coon cat looks just like my Lex, except with 2 extra ears. He's a cutie. You got the bell. Can't ring the bell, sad. Okay, we got a little dock wheel with the... I like how this piece is normally used as a ship's helm, but here it's actually used as the winch part of this this dock rope. Works equally good for both. I just think it's funny how much more often I see it as a helm than a winch. Well, that's a cool little custom structure here. Very nicely done on that roof. I like the trapezoid roof up there. Oh, I got a little dog coming across. Here's some disarray. There's the volcano. Oh my. Yeah, we have some docks caved in shambles. I like that. The way it's like bowed in like that. Very nicely done. Got some smoldering. Oh, yeah, got a guy crushed by a big chunk of lava. Poor guy. Oh, poor puppy. That sucks. I don't mean to laugh when I jump as soon as I say something sad. It's just what the Jester personality does. Really making light of a solemn moment here, my orc is. The, this druidic hide stretcher thing. I think they can walk on it too. Some very nicely disheveled things in here. We've got the pottery falling off in a way that makes physical sense. Another burnt corpse over there, a lot of skewed pottery. This merchant stall that is just barely not falling into the river. Oh no, and all the rugs, all those soggy rugs. Got a little pelt there. Nice attention to chaotic details here. And some spider webs growing over. Trying to figure out how long ago. I mean, it must have just happened. So it seems like these spider webs must have been here at the time. This part was already, like, pre-abandoned. Oh no, and all this firewood that was, like, stockpiled is now just on fire. A little preemptive. Got some statuettes, lots of free slots in a 600 slot home. A little statuette vendor. Oh, this poor little wash bucket here. Ooh, got a little outhouse around the side, it looks like. Or some kind of like storage shed, maybe. Oh, guess we'll never know. Oh, these poor dogs. They're so cute together, though. Look at them, look at their little faces. I just want to boop their snoots. Or at least pet them. Chunky boys. We got some hide stretching. So yeah, nice structure that we can't go into, but really cool skull up there. And yeah, great little gable. I guess we can look through the windows at least. Yeah, life goes on. At least for one house. Oh, they even built a loft up there. So maybe... I don't know, maybe I was just unfortunate in not having... I guess I should try this again. Nope, definitely can't go inside, but I can look inside at least. Pretty little sunflowers there. Okay, we can at least see up in the loft, see some extra... Ooh, that druidic laundry thing is real... Hey Mel, welcome in, how you doing? Oh no, another dog in there. Lots of cute little doggies in here. But yeah, you can at least peer through the window and see the dinner and all the stuff being cooked. So it seems like the occupants of this house are still tending their dogs and fishing, as the rest of their village has been done in by a volcano. That is a gorgeous volcano cobble up there. Those things are so hard to get realistically cobbled together. Like, you wouldn't think it. You would think it's like, okay, it's just a river of lava. You could just make a bigger river of lava out of them. But just like right? Yeah, these are some very good boys, Mel. Not touching the meat, not chewing on the hides that are all stretched out, not peeing on that carpet down there. Very, very good boys. Not even stealing these fishies. My cats will be all over these fishies. Oh, yeah, let's go check out the little donkey on the cart here. Oh, this little grave plot is about to get much bigger, if I had to guess. Oh, poor little mummy guy. It's Dominic the donkey. Jiggity jig. Oh man, I want to make a Dominic the donkey Christmas build. Because you know how like a lot of guilds have like song-inspired contests, and a lot of them have Christmas-inspired contests, and some have Christmas Carol inspired themes. I don't think I've ever seen a Dominic the donkey or a grandma got run over by a reindeer. Oh, maybe I could just do a build that's all Christmas carols. Like, as many Christmas carols as I could jam into a build. So, like, you see, like, just a tree full of birds. You see Dominic the donkey. You see grandma getting run over by a reindeer. Some literal silver bells. I don't know. I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent right now, just because I saw this donkey. I just like this donkey. And because I used my one Ogrim for non-Shrek purposes, I can never do a Shrek build, which is a little sad. So I find right? That donkey is so cute. I'm just forever complaining that some of the target dummies that we get from like events and stuff just never come to the crown store, because who wouldn't want more target... Oh yes, I do indeed know how to make a grandma. Actually, I bought a second grandma for an entirely different build, another Baldur's Gate build. So I would actually need a third grandma if I wanted to do both of those. But I could also probably just like cobble a Hagraven head. I love cobbling those Hagraven heads into things. That is true. I have in fact built a grandma already. So yeah, really cool how they've given us just enough window view of the inside of the house, kind of taking advantage of the line of sight there so we can see at least a little bit in there. Or they forgot to turn on permissions. Or someone who was not them, who did have permissions, closed the door, didn't realize that they locked me out. Either way, beautiful volcano up there. Well, this horse already carrying some corpses, again, is going to have to... Fiendish! Hey, the Grandma series, I love it. Yeah, next time those Ragebound crates come out, I just need to buy so many more Grandmas than I think I'll ever need. This is a cool looking horse. How you doing tonight, Fiendish? Yeah, the corpse that was, or the horse that was already a hearse horse is about to add to its collection because this volcano just erupted. That is going to be a very busy hearse horse. I'm doing great. Yeah, we are on the first house of the night. This is by Kiersanth in Forgemaster Falls on EU. You want to buy grandmas? Why do you think of bread? Yeah, right? Just those bread loafers all the time. Welcome in, Salvis. Got a little stockade there. Ooh. Hope no one was in there at the time of the eruption. Love this cart, this broken down cart. We need like more intricately destroyed furnishings like this one. This is such a cool piece. And I like that we also have the non-destroyed version of this same exact cart too. Just kind of mix it up. Ooh, badger, 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 badger. This castle... Oh, I like how the castle has like a big chunk of flaming lava still in it. Kind of overgrown with vines. What a nice castle. This is the house where I want to do my Monty Python build, so it's always nice to see a custom layout structure in here, covering up some of the existing structures in a way that I'm thinking, yeah, I could probably do the build that I'm imagining in here. Got a beautiful Solitude well. Actually, this well is actually being used as a well for once. It's so rare. Can we go in here? We can. Neat. What's going on in here? Oh, nothing. I should not be in here. Kind of the opposite. It'd be nice if we get intricate old houses that are not ruined. Especially when we don't get the parts for it. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, if we got... Yeah, some of those Aldmeri ones that weren't, like, literal ruins. It would also be nice if we could just delete every placed structure in a house and just have every house have the potential to be Moon Sugar Meadow. But I'm assuming, you know, wherever there's implied ground terrain under a house, that ground terrain doesn't actually exist because people will never see it. So who knows? Yeah, I got lots of lava chunks in here. I like the strategically placed lava to keep us from going inside, too. A big old charred tree. These trees are such a niche use, but it's so nice to have access to them when you need to do like an eruption or a ship crash of some kind. Can make them disappear, Zenny. Where's my mountain? Great. Ooh, we got a little salamander being born out of the volcano. Or maybe he's the one that summoned it. Is this your fault, dude? Did you do all this? Aw, you're too cute. Little chunky boy. Oh, I'll just run it across. I like the pathing. We got multiple salamanders. I didn't realize we had multiple fire-themed salamanders. That's kind of cool. Ooh, expensive bridge. Oh, that bridge looks really nice placed where it is. Just a little, like, cooling lava. Just to kind of end that lava spout. I like that. The Spellscar Bridge. Just kind of weaving its way into the other lava bits. We got this nice mists of Hagfen acting as steam as the lava comes in. I feel like this is a little off the path that was created for us, but I don't know. Gotta climb a volcano. You see that volcano? You can climb it. If we would get like 3 mountains per topography, that would be so dope, right? Yeah, more mountains, please. More gigantic boulders. Ah, this is a lovely volcano cobble. I really like how the edges have been hidden with the volcanic boulders and just going right up to the actual mountain of the house. It's very seamless feeling. The multiple lava spouts, got a great view from up here too. Now we can see that collapsed roof over there. See the lava chunks just smashing that in. See the castle over there. Yeah, Fiendish, they really did. Having done one of these myself, like, I am always impressed when people manage to make a really smooth volcano cobble out of these things, because it is just, there are so many awkward edges and angles to this thing that smoothing them out is so tricky. Like climbing the aggro crag right now. And now I have streak. Helps a little bit. Hey, I made it to the top of the aggro crag where I definitely should not actually be. But we're just gonna have a nice little view from the top here. Let's see the castle down there. Got a little Wamasu, and then the lightning crashing down over there. Nice little bit of destruction. And then the one intact house. That very lucky house right on the tip of the peninsula. This would be a good house for a slide. And there's the badger. Oh, right, cave. Is there anything in the cave? I always forget that there's just a secret little cave in this house. And I think the first time I saw anyone do anything with it, I just assumed that they built that cave themselves, and it's not just a part of this house. But yeah, it's kind of fun that this just comes with an unannounced little nook in here. Oh, did they block this off? Or is that just... it is smaller than I thought. Still, secret waterfall cave. You gotta love it. I feel like anytime a house has a waterfall, you should have at least a 50-50 shot of having a secret cave behind it. Ooh, bring out your dead. Alright, it seems like this village was not doing so well even before the volcano. This might have been a mercy eruption. Ooh, we can go in here. Oh, poor little badger, poor little dude. It's like the wall just caved in on him and then he burned. Oh, poor little dude over here. Is the mill? Oh, that's a really cool mill. Holy crap. Mercy eruption, right? Hey, Eggy, welcome in. I have seen these pottery wheels for a lot of things. I have never seen them as an animated custom mill quite like this. Oh, that's amazing. And then you got the snow acting as flour. I was like, what melted over here? And then I realized it's the flour from the mill. And there's the sack of presumably like unrefined grain. But yeah, these pottery wheels as millstones, that's just so freaking clever. I wouldn't have thought they were big enough to actually do that. But yeah, if you make two of them and just fasten it to this little dock wheel, I have a winch up there, and what is... Oh yeah, that's the dwarven end table. One of my favorites for toilet seats. Very nice. I like how the mill is just barely holding up the roof that collapsed. Trouble at the mill. One of crossbeam's gone out of skew on treadle. The little bits of junk. Asterial, welcome. Oh, the Steampunk Festival. Nice. Picked up a snazzy fedora. Nice. Was that last weekend or was that like just today? Oh yeah, it is Saturday. I keep forgetting it's Saturday. Oh, that is awesome, Asterial. I cannot wait to see those. So what kinds of entertainment was there at that? Were there like panels, like cosplay panels, or like a ball maybe? I'm always curious. I've been so out of the con scene for so long, I've like basically forgotten what all there is to do with like the various genres of cons. A little high turret up there. Ooh, even got a little incense burner in there for some more smoke off of this lava. Really cute little smoky details. Got all the New Life bonfires. Got nice use of line of sight to show us just the angles that we want to see. I'm assuming I haven't missed a turn somewhere, but it's always possible. So much chaos. After I got the missus home, ran off and grabbed some more gardening soil to finish the flower area around the tree. And nice! Then took your son to work, went to the grocery store, and got that done. Nice! That's awesome. Oh no, that sucks. I'm sorry, Stu. Yeah, I know that feeling. Like, this is the first year I've really done anything in my garden besides, like, the minimum weeding. So now that I'm, like, all in on weeding, my back is yelling at me for the first time in a very long time. But I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna go out and just annihilate some hedges that I've always hated. Like, the person who owned this house before me did so much landscaping, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't need all that. If anything, I'll just grow more potatoes in whatever dirt is exposed. It's a tiny thing. They had a little steampunkish band, and mostly it was just vendors and stuff. It's still kind of fun. Oh, yes, please post pics. That sounds awesome. Ooh, can I parkour up on this roof? I know I can't stand on the roof, but I can at least parkour up to it. Maybe do a little slide off of there. Alright, so yeah, we're definitely not supposed to be up here, but we can at least see the artistry of the line of sighting to imply like this massive collapsed castle. That the honeysuckle's your worst enemy right now. Oh, like, are you talking about in ESO or just in IRL? Like, are those like weeds you have to contend with? I have some brambles that I'm encouraging just in case I get berries off of them, because you know, free berries. But everything I read online says, no, don't encourage the wild brambles. So I looked at them. They are not an invasive species. So I figure worst case, I can always trim them back. But I'm going to try it. I want to see if I get... it's choking the life out of everything else. Yeah, I heard mint does that too. But I hadn't heard of honeysuckle. Oh, thank you so much, Asterial. Can't wait to see those. So yeah, this was Forgemaster Falls by Kirsanth. Some beautiful collapsed structures, got one intact structure. Got a fully decorated house that we can only see through the windows, but it still looks really nice in here. Got a little loft up there. Very, very cool. And then that boathouse over there. Nice little added dock situation. Your mints all in pots, no escapees, nice. Yeah, I figure if the blackberries get out of control, I'm just gonna put them all in pots if I can. Happy you managed to get the wife and the boy out of the house for about 3 hours. Nice. That's yeah, it can be challenging to. Hey, Revy, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Give you a shout out here. The weekend she's off, she's normally prone to just sit around. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you're just like, okay, I have put in my time for the week. It is the weekend, I just want to sit. And, if the person with the energy wants to just go outside and do outside stuff, that's their prerogative. Yeah, thank you, Revy. Yeah, I was definitely running around this little disaster scene. Very... Is that honeysuckle? I feel like I just saw, butterweed. I saw something that looked like honeysuckle, so I wasn't sure if Phoenix was talking about, IRL or ESO honeysuckle. You'll just remind... Best of Benny Hill? Oh, man. I don't think I've ever, sat and watched a real Benny Hill thing. I just remember, the commercials for the DVDs were on incessantly when I was a kid. And also, Shirley Temple. There are just some, Shirley Temple commercials that live in my brain on repeat. And I'm sure if you're of a certain era, you remember them as well. And also that Sears air conditioner commercial. I don't know if any of you remember that one, but, it was just on all the time. But yeah, this mill is just... I'll call now. Thank you, Eggy. I'll call now. Exactly. This mill is so freaking cute, though, with the pottery wheels. Frighteningly dumb. Yeah, I heard it was, a little pervy. It was kind of anime pervy in a way. Before we had anime, we had Benny Hill. Alright. I think that's it. We'll have the charred Deadlands trees over there, too. Very nice little details. Yeah, at the time amusing. Yeah, definitely an of its time and of its region style of comedy. But I could see it going hand in hand with that kind of Monty Python kind of thing. Just manic for the sake of manic. Just my run animation. Alright, I believe that's it in here. So that was by Kirsan, Forge Master Falls on PCEU. So next we are going to Niemi's Moon Sugar Meadow. No title, but it does have a description, so I'll read that as I pour it in. Druids found this place and decided to make it their home after wandering around for a long time. They keep to the old ways, celebrating stars and nature alike. And they are also beekeepers. I like that as a last little sentence then. Oh yeah, and there's bees. Nothing hidden. Oh, I like that as a judge's note. Just nothing hidden. Don't go looking for secrets. There's just... Or it's a lie. Yeah, I could see myself, putting in the judge's notes, there's nothing hidden, and having that be just a giant-ass lie. Animal crackers in my soup. Yep, that is a forever brain virus. Get some nice little statues here. Got the big old dragon on the tower. Ooh, I love how Calgrantide sinks into that tower. That could be a tricky thing to actually make look natural. Better look at Calgrantide over here. Is this those obsidian deposits? What is this? Yeah, the big old obsidian deposit from the Lux vendor. And another volcano. Lots of volcanoes this evening. And this is, what, that lava stone? What is this? New Life Bonfire? Imperial Fire... Oh! Alright, so I was appreciating that fire pit for its, its animation and its structure, but, if you hide it, you can get a decent amount of, sparks and smoke. I know we have the New Life Bonfire for this, but this is, a much broader swath of embers and smoke, so that is good to know. What would make you annoyed as a judge, Revy? The number of volcanoes to navigate around? A little Calgrantide sunk in there. Karada root. I love how this stuff attacks you in Oblivion. It'd be funny if if they said there was nothing hidden, because you would immediately go looking for stuff, and it was a lie. Yeah. Yeah, maybe for not like a serious big contest, but if it was like for guildies or something, I'd be like, nothing hidden, wink wink. You got those obsidian, those actually cobble really. Hey, Apollonia, welcome man, how you doing? Oh man, love this. Big old Calgrantide, and then the lava kind of just flowing out from under it. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, this seems to be a druidic settlement where they are masters of all the elements. Be bad if there was nothing hidden and they said there was. Oh yeah, Mel. Or say like there are 5 hidden secrets and then there are 4 hidden secrets. That's the way you do that. So yeah, these are druids who are masters of the elements. We got some fire, got some earth here. Get right, Mel. Yeah, let some sheep loose in a school and spray paint them 1, 2, 3, 5. Love these trees. These Iliad sculpture trees. Got the Nimbus there. Got some Wilkin stones. These are cool little pedestals. Iliad sconce empty. Oh, right. Is that the upside down version? Yeah, they flipped it upside down. That's really cool. That's a nice little pedestal if you flip. Oh wait, no, is it flipped? No, it's not flipped. What am I talking about? I just didn't see the iron bit behind the Welkin stones. Ah, that's beautiful. Iliad sculpture complex tree. The one with a little more depth to it. Like, I love these trees, but I think it's funny the grand tree is so like two-dimensional a little bit. This one at least has a bit more variation when you look at it from the side. You got those nice little Lux carrot flowers. Got some overgrown Colovian street lamps. All the darkness in here really makes you appreciate the sky too. I'm sure they're happy for weather control. We got Druid Ravana as the astronomer, astrologer maybe. Oh wow, these fabricant trees really catch the light at night as you come around. We got some jester trees here. Druidic stairway up to these obsidian deposits are so freaking cool for these like custom shiny mountains. Another aggro crag we are ascending. Nice little round druidic platform here. You got Ravana doing some magic-y. Oh, I like how they sunk the dwarven base of this thing underneath, so now we just have the orrery part kind of ensconced in a more Iliad-looking thing. And then this is this the statue or the projector? I want to say it's the projector, right? This is the statue. Oh, it is the statue. Okay, cool. This guy making the stars. I always get those confused. So that's why there's this mountain here. They've hidden the actual Bendu Olo statue under this big-ass mountain, so all you have are the stars. That's clever. Got some more coming out that side. You got the Nimbus on top. That is a really slick way to keep the stars and hide the big astronomer guy. Got Emperor also doing some magic-y, I'm assuming. What's she up to? Got a water jug, collecting some ritual water from the Orcish fountain. Oh, the Leyawind fountain. This little waterfall cascading into the fountain, which then goes right into the jug. I feel like she's gonna need a second jug at some point. That's cute though, collecting the water like that. Ooh, and I hear the druidic music box as well. Blessings of Stone. Such a pain to farm for, but beautiful song. Ooh, lots of landscaping, lots of flowers here. And we got Mr. Big Druid guy, got little druidic head lady. Got that cool little earthen root thing in the druidic donut. Trying to get the lay of the land here so I don't miss anything. Like these cute little Vardenfell glow stalks over here. Love this. I did this once. Made a little outhouse out of this ficus tree. It's such a good little nook for all your like treehouse nook needs, and I just adore like turning this into a little like outhouse. Yeah, your sink, your turlet with the rainwater flush. Just no plumbing here, just collected rain in a barrel, I'm assuming. And I got the Alinor fountain for the turlet. Got a whole bunch of incense here, a lot of poopery, and some cups. Not sure what the cups are for, but you get yourself a little drink out of the sink. Or maybe it's so, because there's no plumbing, you just fill up the sink with the water from the rain barrel before it goes into the toilet. I don't know. They're druids, they have it figured out. Yeah, oh, right, toilet paper. Right. I don't know why, because it was right side up, it didn't immediately click that this is just toilet paper. I just saw them as cups for the first time ever. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Thank you, Revy. Oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. Alright. Just doing some wide circles here so I see everything. Get some more little street lamps here. Here's the water section, of course. Got it as far as possible from the fire section. A nice little bit of coral here. Cool little dock situation. These new Dawnwood trees are just so fantastic for like making big like organic bridges and stuff. Need to play around with those more. We got that ship helm over there, that Piandinian thing. Beautiful. Got the little globules, some magic water coming out of here. Got the lunar cacti and the glowing corals. Alright, I really appreciate the note that says no hidden secrets, because otherwise I would be investigating everything that glows back there. I'd be like, oh, there's got to be something. Globules is a great word. I don't know how many of you read Animorphs as a kid, but one of the aliens in that was obsessed with Raisinets, and he would always call them chocolate globules. And I think, you know, from a very early age, because of that, I've just loved that word. And every time I see Raisinets, I'm just like, ooh, globules. And I'm one of those weirdos who actually enjoys chocolate-covered raisins, too. Don't hate me. I know that's a spicy take, but raisins are yummy. Mrs. Trask would hard disagree with that. Wouldn't let you approach the Animorphs section of the Scholastic book. They were brutal. Honestly, like, if I were a parent and I read a few of those, I would be a little hesitant to let my kids read them, too. They were traumatic at times, but still better than, like, everything else at the book fair. I will die on that hill. Goosebumps has nothing on Animorphs. Beautiful, beautiful Iliad window. Yeah, very nice autumn trees here. Oh, I wonder if it's not just elements, but also seasons. Because we've got, like, it seems like this is more of a spring section over here, and then, maybe not. I see some autumn trees over here, too. Kinda bummed you missed the Tamriel Pride housing up. Doing 60, oh, right, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky and you have something that kind of fits the bill, and you can spice it up a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing? Perfect. For two lovely ladies? Yeah. My pro tip for that is that because, Fedra always has her arms like out holding the map like that, you can very easily make her embracing pretty much anyone you want her to embrace. So that could be a really good one for if you want to just ship her with an NPC. Did I see these guys? Yeah, I saw these little guys. The Phoenix Moth, the Flaming Yagra, and the Lava Tick. This guy. Ooh, climbing up. Got this cool little dolmen here. This Nedic dolmen thing is just such a versatile little gateway piece. Oh, Historian Fedra, the one that always looks lost and she's carrying a map. She has that, she's wearing that hood kind of garb. Actually, I don't know if she ever comes back to the Crown Store, now that I think about it. I know she was like a free login reward, like forever ago. But I can't remember the last time she was actually in the Crown Store. So, yeah, if you started semi recently, I shouldn't assume that like everyone has the login reward stuff. I love the glowies down there too, the Varla stones. And Ferrari's another good one, just because she doesn't fidget. We need toggleable NPC idols. It would be so nice if I could just make any NPC or any pet just never fidget. That's the dream. So I have this cool little floating avatar altar here. A nice mix of like dark and light stone coming up to this like little stacked druidic engineering thing. That's how I'm interpreting this whole setup. Like it's very precariously balanced on the arch that comes with the house, and then even at the tippy top, it's got more precarious stone balancing. So the whole thing is kind of coordinated. I appreciate that. Let me try and get a side view of that. Feed them to all sorts of monsters if they would just... Right? Yeah, that's why I only have, like, Bastion's foot sticking out of a snake mouth. Alright, here's that side view I was talking about. Just kind of, like, a very precarious little stone on top of an arch, and then at the very edge of that, you've got more, like, carefully engineered stone. So these druids definitely know what they're doing when it comes to stone stacking. Alright, got some more Iliad ruins here, a little bit of ordered chaos. Got those lovely collapsed pillars. I wish we got more like broken pillars in different styles. That'd be kind of cool. I know you can always like make your own out of 2 pillars, but it was cool to have this one piece that's like a whole bunch of like chunks of a collapsed pillar. Get the Iliad button. Very nice. Oh, that's a nice little cobble here. The druidic hamster ball plus the undaunted pokeball. That's fun. This looks appropriately mystical, just keeping all that fire contained. You got the little floral arch. I bought one of these with gems, and then I never used it. I need to find a place where it makes sense. Got a little Telvanni table here with some honey. Oh, here's the beekeeping. The aforementioned beekeeping they were talking about. Hey, Miri, how you doing tonight? What are you up to? We got this Dawnwood table here. Right? Yeah, this little, this honey spread. So freaking cute. And the Dawnwood lantern goes so nicely with it. Love that. We got the cool little hawkmoth cabbages. There's those rustic wood elf beehives, and then the slightly less rustic solitude beehives. Very cute. So freaking... I love the bee particle effects and the sound effects that come with these. They're just adorable. They're all just zooming around. Definitely beats my custom cobbled beehives that I had forever ago, where I just took the that witch totem that had the fly particle effects and just sank it down so you couldn't see the stink cloud or the totem itself, and so the flies were just reading as bees. Yeah, much nicer that we have real bees to work with now, and if you ever wanted to just make a giant like swarm of flies, you could probably do the opposite and hide the beehive in the wall or the ground and just have like a massive like cloud of gnats or locusts or whatever kind of bug you want. All these lovely flowers, love the cherry trees sunk down to become colorful shrubs. And you got these pretty little lilies, orange daylily clusters. A lot of spring trees over here. The ivy throne. Ooh. Everyone's favorite Merkmeyer bottle lamps just hanging off. And the wisp is like a little glowy fairy moth thing. Got the lady tree with some extra flowers. Very nice. Got some Dawnwood lanterns hanging off the extra branches there. You've got the honeybee pet and the crimson candleflies all around. It's a really cute little glowy beehive setup. I like how it's nighttime, so you see just all the glowies at their best. But then they've lit it up enough that we can actually see all the bees and stuff. Ooh, and here we have a lovely, massive, raised dawnwood thing. Got some cypress trees, got some of those dawnwood trees. I guess we'll check out the pool first. Got the Moon's Blessed ceremonial pool with all those elemental stones just kind of floating in it. This is what you do to make floaty things make sense. Just add some particles. Here we have that deep bloom blossom from the Undaunted vendor in the pool. So now these mystical floaty stones, even though they're not actually animated or anything, they look like they're meant to be floating. And I feel like that would look a lot less convincing if this particle effect thing weren't here. So very nice job, nice consideration to making your magical stuff make a little bit more magical sense. You got Zarethvar. He seems like a good addition to this too. Got all the companions doing druidy things. I like the little handfast pedestals on either side. Is this multiple? What's going on here? I feel like this is two of these lady things. Oh, okay. I think... Oh, okay, so they took this other one and just gave the first one more hair with the side of her. Just kind of like buried her face in the side of it to just give this one like extra hair. Kind of make her comparable in size to the Big Daddy. I really like the interior underlighting too. I think they stuck like a Varla stone or something inside to just make all those little nooks and crannies glow like that. Looks gorgeous at night. We've got the Chimera in his hand. It's a nice little addition too. Did they add any extra rocks for that hand? Nope. Nope, they added the Druidic Donut with the essence inside. Got the Chimera. Just poised to strike. I believe that's what it's not a it is a Meridia Orb, right? They added a Meridia Orb to the inside just to give a little extra mysticism. Yep, Cursed Orb of Meridia inside there. Alright, let's go in the hut. Or the dais, or whatever this is. Ooh. Really nicely integrated with the platform down there and all the dawnwood trees and the big thick trunks of like some of these banyans and cypresses. And we got the... Honestly, this is one of my favorite music boxes, not just for the music, but for the animation of it. It looks really cool, and they have it like floating, hovering like that, very magically. Got a mix of Telvanni. Oh, I like that. Just take the brazier and use that as your tea kettle warmer. That's cute. A nice Telvanni table. What's this? Some kind of candelabra. Daedric candelabra tall. Wow. Those are some really nicely detailed candles. And I like how it's been like hidden in the tables. Just have like an assortment there. You got the bowl of grapes, got the cheese board. They've even added some extra things. They added the braided bread onto the cheese board. Love it. You got some cream and honey for your tea. Nice view of the stars and of the dragon out here. Yeah, nice mix of Dawnwood and Telvanni to give us that like natural druidic look. So many like chapter collections of furnishings just have natural synergy like that. Like the druidic, the Telvanni, and the Dawnwood can all just be harmonious like this. Oh, that's cool too. This custom counter with the or no, oh, the druidic dressers really do have those little rune bits on them. That's cool. I don't think I ever realized that. Druidic dresser, open stone. Huh. That's cool. Little wispy S thing there. That does make a really nice counter if you flip it over or flip it around. It's ooh, lots of hanging stuff on this this rack. We got some berries, radishes, a little herb thing you get from the I think alchemist vendors. A little hearth with some. I like how it's a griddle. Like they hid the plate that's normally holding those eggs and sausages and just made it into a griddle. And, ooh, that's a lot of steak. Is that just, what is that? Dawnwood meal, meat. Whoa. I don't think I realized that this was a thing. Dawnwood meal. I knew about the big one that had the bugs and everything, but I didn't realize there was just this little plate of like really high-res steak chunks. Man, that's way easier than trying to hide the bugs on that other one. Really nice. Little hibachi grill. Got some very high-res druid soup there. The Dawnwood soup, pumpkin. It's a nice texture too. Come right up to that. These carrots look better than they used to. I swear they updated some of the old textures. Little chicken, get some bread. Lovely buffet here. And flowers all around. Got some butterfly bushes by this shrine. Love when it just makes butterflies. Oh, I got a little garden here. That's cute. They took the bowl of onions and stuck it in the ground, so now it's like the onions are growing out. That is such an efficient way to make some onions on your farm. Just hide that little bowl. Is it leeks? I think it's leeks. Onions? Yep, Solitude Bowl, winter onions. And because the bowl is so low, you can actually just clip it down into the ground if the ground's flat enough. Just have some onions growing out. Love that. Again, would be perfect for a Shrek build, but I don't have any better ogre for my Baldur's Gate build, so I can never do a Shrek build. And that's just a little disappointing. Could have if I did that Blackwood thing on EU, but nah. Maybe I'll do it on PTS someday. A lovely little bathtub here. Got this little druidic pedestal for your towels. Oh, that's cute. Sticking that little urn down for a more Kalalu canister, sealed azurite. This is at Niemi, Niemy, Moon Sugar Meadow on PCEU. And yeah, isn't it just gorgeous? I love this new tile set, the Dawnwood stuff. I haven't played with it myself yet, but I really, really want to make like some kind of like Fern Gully, Druid, Treehouse kind of thing with all of these new structure pieces that came out semi-recently. Got some reading material there. It is lovely, and I highly encourage all of you to just get some of those blueprints if you can, and just mess around with these Dawnwood platforms. They are just gorgeous. And I might actually revamp my Baldur's Gate build to use these instead of the mossy... Yes, an Ewok village! I've seen those. I've seen at least 2 Ewok villages. And these pieces would be perfect for that. Oh man. Imagine doing that in, like, Hunter's Glade. That would be such a nice sky for that. Alright, is that everything? Is that all the rooms in here? Love the hammock situation there. And the jester trees making the petals fall down. It's interesting, with the right light, the petals kind of look more blue than pink. It's just interesting how some of these particles actually catch the light and change based on what lighting's around them. I don't know why I didn't find the ramp there. Got that cute little stone lore potted dogwood with the mystical particles. Got all these little sunken druidic fence curved stone, and then the druidic gourd candles. This normally has more candles, and they sunk it down just to incorporate it with the fence. It's pretty. And Mel, I can't wait to see what you do with the Dawnwood pieces. That's kind of my favorite thing when new tile sets, new like furniture sets come out. Like sometimes it's not about what I plan to do with them, but just like getting pre-excited for what everyone else has planned for them. So yeah, I am so hyped to see. Oh, and all the Tiki Bar stuff that's coming out with the next patch is just gonna be crazy. All right, is that everything in here? I think. Some lovely Westfield shrubs. Got those new red cypress trees. Very, very pretty. That's looking like every... Ooh. Did they add anything to this? Or am I just... No, that flower's on there by default. Yep, Peruvian lamppost. Yeah, got some fallen leaf piles. Very nice. I ran out of stamina just running around. I was like, why did I slow down all of a sudden? Oh, lack of stam. At least I have Magicka for streak. Let's see, I believe that's everything. Very nicely done. Niemi, on you. Next up, it's going to be Topher VS. Topher underscore VS. Cyrodiilic Jungle House, titled Cozy Castle, which is wild. Like, just that alone, that description plus that house. It's a castle house with views of the village. The drop rate on those patterns has been low, but still have 166 offers to go. What? Wait, are you saving them for another patch? Like, why do you have so many stockpiled? Oh, right, because once you get one in a day, you the drop rate gets lower, right? Or just non-existent? Is that how that works? I never really have the inventory space to do the efficient thing of like hoarding coffers and waiting for the optimal time to open them, which I really should. I know that's like the meta for making a ton of money. If anyone didn't know, like if you just know ahead of time, like certain patterns are going to be dropping from certain daily coffers. Usually that happens like a patch after the dailies actually drop, so you can just sit on a big pile of them and open them. But yeah, I forgot, like, if you get a purple, you're probably not going to get another purple out of those coffers, so you should be, like, opening them until you get a purple, right? Alright, so this is Cyrodiilic Jungle House. This is a 200-slot home with not a lot of house to it, but a very generous yard for its size category. So it's really cool how Topher VS has just thoroughly converted this tiny little cottage with a yard into a big old castle with the solitude pieces. Just all of these solitude archways and stairs. Right? It's a really versatile house, isn't it? And it does have some great views of the village here. Did they add to that way shrine? I can't really tell. That blue looks bluer than it normally does, but I could be mistaken. It's over here. Oh, they added the hourglass in as a little decorative element too. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, as you can see, they've completely hidden the cottage part, and this house has like a lot of like towers and walls, like right next to the actual wall of the house. Like you see there's the wall of the house, and then there's a little alleyway, and then there's the towers. So it makes sense to imply, like, you could just build a castle and imply that those towers are part of the, like, actual fortress that's been built here. That is so cool. Can we go in? We can! Oh, wow. Alright, let's explore the grounds first. But yeah, love that this house gives us such a clear view of the town below it. And so, yeah, Topher has taken advantage of that by just making this like the central fortress of the town. Oh, you've got a little torch bug looking at the lamp there. It's a really cool effect. That is so freaking cool. And then it's like you can just claim that this whole village is part of your property, right? And it's like, yeah, I did that. I did all of that down there. In 200 slots. It's amazing. Love this too. These high aisle archways with the roof. Nice little walkway, maybe a guard quartering station, little guard tower or something. We come up here, go through the doors. Oh wow, it keeps going up. Love those. I think I saw a monastery in here one time too. It is just amazing what you can do with all the horizontal and vertical space that this yard affords you. But especially in 200 slots, like, that is not a lot of slots to work with, especially when you're using smaller structure bits like the Solitude ones. You got some cute little Breton sideboards, got a little potted flower set up, cute little puppy. You got the hawthorn, and the, what is this? The buckthorn, excuse me. Breton urn glazed. Nice. Yeah, you got Gilly Dilly hanging out by the fire. This is cute too. This is a hard runner to find the perfect table for, and apparently this is the one. This Breton table square. I think it also fits on the other Breton sized tables. This is cute too. Take the Elsewhere wine rack and just set it into a shelf. A very convincing little wine cabinet. We got all the little druidic. But is this the? It is. So for those who don't know, this druidic provisioning station that you can get from all the leads in High Isle, you just clip it into a counter if you want like 4 distinct clay like clutter bits for 1 slot. Druidic provisioning station. See, you can just sink it all down. You have this little tea ceremony set up top. So, when every slot counts in a house like this, you gotta think outside the box and do some fun tricks. Yeah, this is not that bad to farm, honestly. I think you get all the leads just in static places, and there are add-ons that'll help you find them. So it is not very challenging to get, if I remember correctly. And we got some nice tall Nedic or Murkmire bookcase. Murkmire bookcase, grand full. I really like all the clutter on this particular bookcase because it's got some scrolls. It's got a variety of books. Oh, they even added a Meridia orb. You can like just kind of barely see it because it's so dark. But because this is its own like special furnishing category, if you ever just need a bit of shelf clutter and you have one of your special furnishing slots available, just buy a Meridia orb. I know it's 100,000 gold, but if you got the gold and you don't have a slot, boom, shelf clutter. And these are some. Nope, those books just come with it. This is cute too. The Frostvault trophy thing just sunk into the wall to have like a Klingon sword. I know it's not like what an actual bat'leth looks like, but it kind of reminds me of one, just with the blade going the wrong way. And this too. Just take the armory station and sink the whole thing except for the target dummy behind a wall, and boom, collectible slot turned into a little target dummy. Oh, look at that. You would think that this would be 4 distinct book rows, but no, this is a Hlalu bookcase clipped into the hutch, which I didn't know the width worked so nicely for that. The Breton hutch, and then that Hlalu bookcase. Yeah, this is one of the nicest bookcases in terms of like books just being jammed together, like no gaps between them. So this can actually clip into a bunch of different cabinets and other things where you just want to more robustly fill out a bookcase. But I did not realize that it fits so neatly into that little hutch thing there. That's so cool. This is just a great showcase. Is it upside down? I guess it must be, because otherwise it would have the little, like, sticky outy bits, right? Yeah, you're right, Crimson. Good catch. Yeah, otherwise it would be sticking out the sides. So yeah, flipping it upside down, you can't even really tell because these books are so, like, jam-packed next to each other. Yeah, even, like, looking at it now, like, looking for any indication of the books defying gravity, like, I can't see anything. Yeah, this house is an absolute, like, masterclass in how to do your slots efficiently. Even this, like, setting the Leowin hearth into the wall like that just looks so cool. The slot dumbs. Yeah, okay, honestly, my latest build is the dumbest I've ever been with slots, and I'm taking so much joy in that. It is liberating to just concentrate on one tiny area of a massive house and just go ham with 700 slots. I'm, like, giddy about it, honestly. And I think with my last 100, I'll be able to make a slide. So that's a nice little bonus. I have some must-haves, and then I have some stretch goals for that house, and it's shaping up really nice. Unfortunately, not a lot I can really do with the bonus slots. It's not the kind of build that lends itself well to trophy heads or statuettes, but yeah, I'll figure some stuff out. This is gorgeous. Just as a piece of clutter, the weather control station, it's a really pretty piece just to keep on its own, especially if you can afford to turn it off and just have it exist as a little glass statement piece. Love it. The lovely Breton tapestry up there. And you got wraparound bookshelves, the most slot efficient bookshelf we have. Crimson, I completely agree. If I could make one massive change to this game, I would turn every in-room into a 100-slot home, and I would turn every 600-slot home into a 700-slot home. And have the categories be 100, 200, 400, 700. Boom, done. The spiteful 30-slot and 600-slot categories are just ridiculous. And yeah, Crimson, good point. Yeah, like, why do you get only 100 more traditional furnishings, but, like, 90 more, what is it? You get 40 on a 600, and then you get 110 on it. So 70 more collectible furnishings for no good reason. Like, I don't understand what database logic lent to that decision. Here's another really wonderful pre-cluttered piece. It's another kind of a pain to farm for because it's an antiquity that takes 3 separate leads. But this this high isle drafting shipbuilder's crafting station. I think I have 2 out of 3 of these finished, and it's really nice because it has these little bits like this that you can just you can clip all but this little bit into a wall and have it make sense. Honestly, it's got so many little pieces of clutter that I just wish were their own furnishings. Like, look at this telescope, look at this pipe, look at this inkwell, the scroll itself with its little tool, its little compass. Like, we don't have a compass, you know, like a drafting compass, but for whatever reason, this shipbuilder's drafting table just has all the things that I would prefer to just not be attached to it. Got a shiny hammer that looks better than the hammer we have. Right? Mount that telescope on a wall. Seriously, that is a really good looking spyglass. The only way that I know of to make a spyglass that looks that good is to either cobble some clockwork cups together or really, really trickily take that clockwork surveyor's telescope and clip it, like, just so into a table or into a wall. But this thing, if it were its own standalone piece, like, oh, Arahova would have a field day just turning this into robot bits. That'd be a great robot arm, a great peg leg for a factotum. So many applications there. Even this little, like, cloth. Like, that is a nice looking cloth. And this little toolkit, everything on this thing was just rendered with such loving detail. Yeah, peg leg for a pirate. 100%. But yeah, you want to talk about, yeah, Mel, always give, yeah, every bronzy bit that comes out just is more grist for the mill that is Arahova's robot cobbles. But yeah, this is an absolutely wonderful example of how to efficiently do a 200-slot custom structure. You got these Alinor bookcases that are effectively walls in their own right. You got these nice big Leowin walls. Some of them even have their own windows. You have here. We got some some collectible furnishings. Not a ton though. Small homes have what? 10? 20? 10. Only have 10 collectible furnishings, but every single one has been put to great use. We got Lady Garrick's shield. We got that ESO Plus painting up there. Very, very nicely done. I'm not sure if I've caught what the second special furnishing was. If there's another, like, hidden Meridia orb somewhere. Oh, what home is this? This is by @Topher_VS, TOPHER_VS. Cyrodiilic Jungle House. Staircase gap looks good in here for some reason. Which gap? Like the high aisle gap? They filled in with the Leowin wall? Because that's another great little bit too. Oh, the staircase itself, yeah. Did they add that banister? High aisle railing. Okay, yeah, that railing goes great with the staircase. It's so slick. Like, everything just looks so seamless in here, and just for being 200 slots, it's marvelous. We've got all the nice turrets up there. Really, really cool. Right? Yeah, it's crazy. You could probably even, like, change out the walls here and squeeze a few more slots out, but I really like the the difference between the exterior spots that have this like mossy solitude stone that kind of goes with like the exteriors you see out there versus the nicer Leowin stone that we see in here. And there's probably some like clipping reasons that we wouldn't be able to have like the bigger walls over here, just for how tightly packed everything is. Because you have to contend with like the invisible wall that you see right here. Like I can't reach this. Yeah, smaller homes are so underrated. Completely agreed. Yeah, smaller guilds are underrated too. But yeah, honestly, they're some of the more fun ones, because they're all like a little puzzle to be solved. Yeah, Mercy, completely agree. This really does feel like a 700 slot home, especially when you just look over the edge, and people who might not be familiar with the fact that Cyrodiilic Jungle House has this view could be convinced that, like, oh yeah, they built everything out there. They're just really good at, setting up those Khajiit tents down there and setting up the reclaimed wood pergolas over there. Right, Crimson? Yeah, it really does feel like a much, much bigger house than it is. And this isn't even the first time I've seen a jungle house that does this. It just has such a generous, like, yard to work with, and the fact that you have so much vertical space to go up. Wow, you can go really, really high in it. Oh, right, because, yeah, we did go up that high. Yeah, and even just looking out over the edge, it's the perfect house to do this kind of thing in. Beautiful. So, very well done, Topher VS. Really, really inspiring what can be done with a 200 slot home, or even just what can be done with custom builds in general. Yeah, absolutely, Crimson. Everyone just come here and just steal the ideas. Steal all these wonderful structural considerations. Alright, next up we have, Colossal Eldmeri Grotto. We don't see a ton of those. This is by Eluvetel. Eluvetil, there we go. Storm Mages Retreat. After a long journey, the Storm Mages of the Maumur enjoy some relaxation and studying in the grotto hidden away from the citizens of the Somerset Isles. Nice. Main part of the build is the tower south of the map, which can be entered by crossing the bridges. Nice. More hidden areas are the viewing platform southeast. We'll get to that. Ooh. Oh, that's a fun spot to build. Oh, look at that. That's a great use of those Shrines of Dibella to make like a kind of lofty pinnacle bit to your tower. And then that font of Ariel up top there. That's so cool. And there's that Bendu Olo statue again. Got a little lightning coming down. See an upside down Alien tree as some roots. They make really nice like mystical roots for all your like floating avatar islands. Got the Aeon Stone in there. I wonder if that's the collectible Aeon Stone. Got a couple of them. Okay. So the collectible one is behind us, so that's one of the bigger ones. Might not even have to race the slaughterfish? Yeah. Not to say I wouldn't anyway, though. Ooh, got some spooky green over there. It's kind of cool how they added that crystal tower key to the underside of that waterfall. Makes a great little light for that. And adds a little bit more magic to it. See a moon gate over that way. This is one of those houses where 700 slots gets you nothing in here. So it's always wonderful to see what people actually do. Like, what areas they concentrate on. It's just, you could concentrate 700 slots into, like, that half a ship alone. So you can either, like, build in the ship, you can ignore the ship, you can build out, you can build a whole castle out on the beach and take in the views over there. There's just so many directions you can take this house. Oh, wow. See the moon just looming up there. Alright, let's, shoot. My swim speed is really sad on here. Did not mean to dodge roll that way. Alright, let's check out the ship first. Got that nice new ship. And some of the... Has to be a Goonies build in here? Oh, man. Or Seavale. Then you get the sewers, too, right? Just convert those Nedic ruins into sewers. Got the mermaid up on her rock. Got lots of boats. Kothringi canoes. Got those nice big new boats. Got lots of appropriately shipped cargo things. Upside down Leyawind Fountain. I wonder what that's about. Like, it appears to be a table up here, but I'm guessing it's going to be something plumbing down in the ship's hold. What do we got to work with down here? We got Monkey Fan. Got Space Ham. We got the radioactive cheesy bread. Space Fish. Here we go. Yeah, the Leyawind Fountain is a table upstairs, and now it's being used as like a sink plumbing fixture down here. That's cute. We got a brazier. Got some box of plums. Oh, is this that Malmer one? Nope, Ancient Nord brazier. Like how they've got like one space ham just kind of hanging up in the bowl. We got the Malmer banners, of course. A little map plotting their next voyage. Got some table settings. Lots of free slots here. Yeah, this is a house where if you use the ship, then all your collectible slots can actually have a home in the ship. All your busts, all your storage coffers. You got the J-Heart head antiquity. We got a little bunking situation. Malmers eat space ham. Lore confirmed. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't know for a fact that Piandania isn't in space. There is nothing in the lore that would contradict that. I'm imagining like Skypiea in One Piece. Like you just ride a giant updraft and just end up in space. Oh, they got double duty out of that fountain. Look at that. That's a shower over here, and it's a sink fixture over here. That is a threefer right there. They got the table, they got the sink fixture, and then they got the shower next to the toilet over here. Just typed a home port script. Crimson, I've done that so much, especially when I'm touring live. And there's the TP. Party at Crimson's house, yeah. That would be a good way to just kind of farm likes on home tours, wouldn't it? Just accidentally, like, spam your script. Although I guess like 90% of people in Zone Chat don't even know that the housing script exists. So, if it were a link, it would be one thing. Found the list of entries. Oh, did they post the list of entries somewhere? I was wondering about that, because someone else was asking about that as well. We got some loot, got some paintings. I do like how this ship just lets you go from one end to the other and back up the top. We got the captain's bed. Captain's desk here, captain's log. It's on the 8th anniversary channel. Just thank you, Fiendish. I was looking all over for it because Nord was trying to find it. Got the little jewelry box here. Man. If I ever did another pirate ship build, I would want to have a display case set up in the captain's quarters and just have like a random like log furnishing, like maybe like the top bit of a wood pile or something. And people ask me about it and be like, yeah, this is a captain's log. Love the Fargrave doors here. I would not have thought they would fit quite like they do. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for the link, Crimson. A nice little sitting area over here. I keep forgetting about this trophy, because I got it and immediately forgot about it. It's like just the better version of the Rakotu one. So now we have multiple Tiki mask furnishings to work with. We got Stone Fist, we got the Rakotu, and now we got the Glowy Boys. Yep, that's from Normal. The bust also has some colors to it too. Squall of Retribution. Wow. Yeah, I did the new dungeons once each and completely forgot everything that happened. I don't know how I made it through on vet. Like I have no business having gotten through them on vet because I don't know the mechanics at all. But Arcanist is just that OP. Right, Mel? Yeah. You know when Aetherius runs a contest, like, all the heavy hitters on EU are going to be jumping on that. You got Ferrari and her little boat. That's cute. I always forget that the Solitude, or the Nord fishing boat, has that little netting there, too. You know, if you were so inclined, you could probably, like, just isolate that bit of netting in a corner or something in a build. Like, if you wanted, like, a little nautical themed thing and you wanted a net like that, you could probably clip the whole boat into a corner and just have some like buoys or something hanging off of that net. Sad beam will. I mean, it's still AoE. It's just not as much AoE. It's not going to be like the only thing that gets me through Infinite Archive anymore. 6 targets is still a lot of targets, in my personal opinion. It's just not like a head and shoulders above every other AoE skill in the game. That being said, is every AoE skill now capped at 6 targets? Because we might see a resurgence in heavy attack Sorks if that does not have a target cap. But I actually don't know. Oh, that's cool how they did the Sky Shards. That is so extra. Ooh, they got like a place of reverence here for presumably not Kunzari, but someone else in the sarcophagus. What do we got? Nope, just sarcophagus. Oh, that's cool. That's the antiquity pool, right? Man, that sinks really nicely into the Moongate. Yeah, this is like sufficiently squiddy to be a Malmer thing. Dig it. Heard of a few getting a cap of 6. Yeah, Jabs has a cap of 6. I think it always has, though. But yeah, the Sky Shards just as like mystical bars here is really cool. Which pool? This is the Apocryphal Well. This is that one that has 3 leads that all come from Telvanni Peninsula treasure chests. And I think at least 2 of the leads have been in Infinite Archive, so even though it's a pain in the butt to get, it is not impossible. And has like it has 2 toggle states. It's got tentacles, eyeballs, and off. Yes, everyone's least favorite lead hunt. I don't know how I got one of those before I got a single mushroom book. That was a weird hunt, to be sure, but thankfully I got 3 mushroom books and at least 1 Cliffstrider statue, thanks to that one event. So hopefully there will be more events like that where you get the double rolls on lead drops. I didn't expect that to help as much as it did, but holy crap did that help. You got Mr. Hubalajad and his sea serpent buddy. Not sea serpent, but like, you know, the Sep Adder. Man, if only the statue weren't like crazy expensive, I would get it just for the snake. Just to stick that snake head through a wall or something. Yeah, I mean, at least Crimson, they're way cheaper than when they dropped, right? They used to be ungodly expensive for no reason. I still don't understand what's up with the eyeballs on these pillars. You see the red eyeball there? And then if you approach it, it disappears. It's like, that can't be intentional, right? It's like it follows your camera around like a particle, but like at certain points it like despawns into the texture. But you could use that effect though. Scooby-Doo eyes. Yeah, I bet you could like clip that into a wall or something and really freak people out with that. Because it seems to just go off where your camera is. Boop, 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 boop. Can't get a green drop in Westfield to sit. I haven't tried in a while. I haven't tried like any treasure map leads in a while. Very long while. Love all the vines coming off here. A little bit of trophies. Got a big old statue. This, it's funny. This section here, I see one of 3 things. I see a big-ass statue. I see a training dummy. Or I see like a dining situation. That seems to be like the options for this round bit on Colossal Mary Grotto. And it really does work nicely for a statue, because you can see it from pretty much anywhere in the build. Alien trees and lenses, nice. Yeah. I thankfully got the grand one, because that only came from like random loot tables, but anything having to do with a treasure map, not so much. We got the Sky Spirit bowl. Sky Spirit, what, pool? Yeah, reflection pool. That spawns a kitty cat. Oh, can I do it in the water? There we go. I just like spawning Jack. Hey, buddy. So cute. Nice little sitting area. Oh, these are great chairs for a Malmor build, because they got the snake motif, too. These are just off of the Lux. Craglorn, chair, serpent. It's fun how so much Nedic stuff has serpent motifs, so you can use it with all your Malmor stuff. Because the actual Malmor stuff, to my knowledge, is mostly crowns. Little pergola up here. Some of those cool little Aeon stone lights to light your way. Ooh, the marbles on that game really catch that light nicely. Got the Keeper's Oath. I like how they've kept it kind of authentically like an Aldmeri ruin, but one that's been taken over by Malmor. Same here with the Mausoleum. And then we come to our first little half ship. Well, that door fits really nicely in there. I was really struggling to find a good door for this, and I ended up just not using this part of the house at all. We got a cool little trophy room. Oh, look at how that snake wraps around the mast. It's even upside down. That's cute. Will the crypt door fit? It just barely does not. You can make a little door frame for it, but it, like, the basic door frame has some gaps in it. Thankfully, you can add, like, just random little wood bits, and it's not a huge deal, but yeah, innately, nah. Right? And this is the Breton ship, too. You would think the High Isle crypt door would fit that. Yeah, some nice trophies. Yeah, I really adore how this snake pillar just wraps around the mast. That is so authentically Malmor. Got the scribing book. Ooh, got a little sleeping nook in here. It's cute. Surrounded by all their favorite severed heads. And got the spooky light. Really nice. I got the galleon helm in case you want to steer your half a ship. If you ever wanted to just steer the back half of a ship off a cliff, here you go. I do love this thing, though. On the one hand, I only have two, but on the other hand, at least I have two. And I have not used my second one yet. Never feel lonely. The severed heads will keep you company and are great listeners, right? Yeah, exactly. I like how this light also doubles as a way to get up and over this little bump here. They added some trees to make it a little more interesting. And some rocks to get you across. I have this limestone chunk to get you across, if I'm not mistaken. But I might be mistaken. It's been a while since I've seen this as is. Especially down this bit. Little secret midnight snack area. These braziers, I think, are the only thing I don't have all three leads from Infinite Archive. Alright, question is, how do I get... Alright, first of all, if I didn't have Streak there, I would be totally stuck in that little gap. Alright, how do we get over there? Some height here. Let's try it. Zip. There we go. There might have been an easier way, but I didn't find it. I think this was the easier way. Here we go. Up and over. And you here have the mid-deck, midship. Nice little bust as a table set up here, and you see the bust under it. Even this tapestry is now a spear on the upper top, or the upper deck. Got the upside down snake again, got some bookcases, little hammock, that's cute. Using the whole canopy as a hammock. I like that. It's like a king-size hammock. And it's only like, what, 100 gold? Really nice. I'm surprised I don't see this more often, though. I see it as sales all the time, but yeah, never a hammock. And as we make our way all the way to the tippy top, they've really used every little bit of this space that we have to work with. See some corals out there. And that Piandinian castle just looming out there. I love it. And more serpent motifs, more severed heads. They like their severed heads. Their cozy little sleeping setup. Come out on your balcony here. Or go to the prow over here. It's so rare that I see a house that actually builds up to this this upper ship. And so, like, when I came out, I half expected to see my own slide there, and I was like, oh, no slide. Aw. Okay, that's adorable. Because this tree is not deletable. This is part of the house. And I really like how they just integrated this this Dawnwood hammock into the branches of it. If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, that tree is part of the house, and they've just gotten those ends of the hammock so perfectly on the branches to make it look like it's just hanging off of it. That's so cute. Flop. Alright. So I think that's all there is up here. I can't imagine they would have hidden like any secrets in that shipwreck, but you never know. Yeah, I think we covered everything up here. Let's just pop back down. There we go. Now we'll check out the dock. It's a kind of a roundabout way up the stairs. It's one of those houses that I'm glad I actually built in it, because it makes all the difference when I'm touring a house that I've actually built in versus one that I just don't know at all. Especially the crown houses that people don't buy a whole lot. Got a lovely little bone merchant here with the peddler of prizes, peddling his bony prizes. Got Ember selling some gear. Smuggling some gear, maybe. Blue beams? What, in the mausoleum bit? Sky shards. You talk about those guys? Those are all sky shards hidden in the ceiling up there. We got some glowy coral out here. How do we get up there? Oh, right. Cross over the other way. A little dawnwood tree tangling over there. Some nice added palm trees. Ooh, lots of added palm trees. This is like a hidden little grotto thing. Oh, we do have a hidden little magical campfire set up here. Beautiful. Oh, Revy, it's not that bad. You just get every sky shard in every base game zone and Cyrodiil. And for Cyrodiil, because it's account-wide achievements, you can... You know how there are always two locked behind the gates? You can just get... You can make alts in every alliance and just get the ones behind the gate on your alts. When I got them, that was not the case. I had to wait until an opposing faction was gated, and then just real quick run through the gate and get the sky shards and run out. So thankfully, ever since account-wide achievements have been a thing, that has not been a thing you have to do. Yep, Eggy knows the struggle. Love that they built up to this bit, too. This is what I mean. This is one of those houses where there's just so much that you can build up to and take advantage of. Like, look at this. They had a little, Spellscar shard in there for a little bit of zappy zap? Because they are Malmer Storm Mages. Ooh, that's a spot I did not build to in my house. Yep, held your breath, clenched, ran for your life. Yeah, I did it on a Sork, so I just streaked right there. I think I even had invisibility potions to get past the guards. Oh, there's that lightning wall from the new crates. Look at that. They even they added more of those alien trees for the roots and for the making the floating make sense. They've really added some cool magic Malmer elements that look right at home in like Tempest Island or any of the other areas where there are Malmer. Even a waterfall cascading off of there. It's very Avatar. And we've got He-Man's sword by the power of Grey Skull. I half expect to have like a lightning bolt crash down here. And look, you can even see out to Dusk? That's the Tower of Dusk, right? This is something not a lot of people know about this house, that you can actually see like a whole part of the Somerset Isle if you go far enough out. The other side is less interesting. It's just got the little island there, but still, it's got that island shaped like tiramisu for some reason. You can tell the nights that I'm hungry, right? Like, I'll see food in the most random things. Alright, how do we get back over to the other bit? And I'm out of magic. Get another little angle of the castle before we go in here. Yeah, when Zoss says colossal, they mean colossal. It sure is a grotto. I like how they used a little bit of coral there too to get us up the stairs. A little fairy circle. The next goal on this character is to get enough CP to get the extra speed buffs. That'll help. Alright, so if we come off the bow... Oh, there's Casca. Casca seems right at home on this ship. A little bit of coral getting us over the hump. Yeah, Revy, it looks bad, but it's not that bad. You can probably knock out a zone an hour. Cyrodiil is a bit of a hike. It's a massive zone, but yeah, got Mermaid here doing her little splishy splash. But yeah, it's not that bad at all, and they're so worth it. I actually just bought a ton of them for my latest build, not for the particle effects, but just for that chunk of like, crystal. I found that to be very useful for making crystal flowers. Oh, that's cute too, taking the little bit of the scrying brazier for its particles and hiding them like just under Vermina. Because again, Vermina's got a snake. We really do have a lot of snake motifs. That's a really detailed one too. Let's appreciate the castle with its windows. Oh, that's cool, using those Leyawind doorways, one upside down just to make a little capsule-shaped window. Filling it in with the high aisle windows for the glass. Got a big old coral spire making up this island. Yeah, really cool, creative storm mage effects here. Oh, you got the Calgranti statue, of course, making even more lightning back there. Oh, we got Captain Isara in presumably her shipwreck. Oh, that's sad. I guess I have to go down and check her out after I'm done with the castle. That's really cute, though, taking Ghost Pirate Captain and just putting her by one of the shipwrecks. Something I should consider for my own build. And you got a little Chokethorn bust there. Got the Malmer totems. This is a cool castle. I like the upside down turrets, too. Just these massive columns of turrets. Which character needs a ton of... Probably whichever one you plan to subclass, because subclassing is going to take a ton of skill points. I like how you can really hear that lightning from Calgranti out here. Let's do the Moravision. We can't not do the Moravision. Ooh. Ooh, some animated things look so much cooler in Mora Vision. Look, it even turns the lightning green. So none of them. You're not gonna play around with subclassing at all, even for funsies. Okay. I'm gonna have too much experimentation with it. Is gonna be my problem. Like I can see myself just spending the next year just collecting sky shards on all my alts that I want to do something weird with. It's gonna be a process, to say the least. Your Mist Vamp tune is getting some Grim Focus to have glowing red. Wait for someone to tell you what to build for better IA run. Nice. Well, you're welcome to copy my whatever I end up with on my Arcanist, because I'm still not sure if Arcanist is going to be the way to go with that new target cap, but I'm definitely going to give it a try, and I think I'm just going to drop the healing tree and pick up either Assassination or Piercing Spear. Or Adrix Spear, there we go. Yeah, nice little elven bed, some bookcases, got some cool light here. Blue light, got the little Craglorn serpent. Sky shards and cleaning out storage houses has been your prep. That is smart, Mel. See, everyone follow Mel's advice. Do the things that I don't do because I'm lazy, and you'll be on the right track. Because my inventory's a mess. My characters are woefully underprepared for what's to come, and I'm just gonna wing it, like I always do. Got the Meridia Chandelier. I don't think I have more than one of these Meridias. I really should do that. Got the Infinite Tome. Yeah, at least got 3 of those. I'm happy about that. Got the spooky Haunted Room sweeping up. Ooh, I like this new Alien floor, too. Some maps. You say that, Mel. I could be doing so much better than I am, but, yeah, just the amount of mental bandwidth it would take to do more than this, I do okay. Love this. The Scrying Brazier just as a, like, spooky magical fire with the runes coming out. That's fun. Got more space fish. Yeah, the Malmer really are all about the space meat and the space fish. A little cauldron. The cheesy bread of doom. Give up on cleaning storage homes, too many houses. Yeah, once the furnishing vault comes out, I'm hoping like all my like big stackable things, like all the tribute trophies and jubilee things, will finally have a home. Just farmed 20 precursors. Holy crap! Yeah, I got like 2, and I still owe one of my builds a replacement. Toons are very mad at you. Nice. Yeah, and I don't even bother with storage homes. Honestly, I do deco track to find the things I'm looking for. Yeah, Fiendish, that's a good point. Are you finished, or are you planning to delete some of those characters and do it again for more precursors? Because I've seen people just go nuts with those. I love this. The ladder up to the massive, tall bookcase. Oh, that's nice. This little spiral. Whole account is level 50. Wow. Oh my goodness. 20 tunes. Do you do writs every day? I shudder to ask. Got this cool little, again, Craglorn staff. Serpent motifs. Goes great with the Malmer. I almost said Meowmer. Those are Khajiit. Got the Meridia orbs. Got this guy who goes, oh. I like this guy. If I ever did like a dedicated haunted house, I would definitely need to pick up the pack that this guy comes in. Just for his sound effects alone. Have to do surveys and master writs every. Holy crap, Fiendish! So you are clearly loaded. You are the amount of loaded that I could probably be if I actually bothered. And I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. Like, I am a temporarily embarrassed billionaire in ESO Gold because I just don't do the things that I need to. Alchemy. Alchemy's another great choice for haunted houses because she just randomly screams. Oh, Revi, we did confirm Alchemy randomly screams. She caught me completely off guard in a tavern build I was in the other night. I think that was like right before you showed up. This is a cool piece too. Says no to wizard chores. Yeah. Ooh, those tapestries are really nice. I didn't really get a close look at those from the new house. Like, yeah, they are really upping their texture game all of a sudden. Saw someone just isolate the white. Oh, nice. And have it like clip in and out so it like appears and reappears, or just to like have it in a like little tube or something. Because either way, that's really cool. Aw, got some Altmer conversations here. Are they prisoners? Are they Piandinian prisoners? It would make sense for the Malmer to have taken a few Altmer hostages. Also, this thing. I don't have this thing because this needs like what vet hard mode on Dreadsail Reef. It's really cool though. I don't even have a vet clear on Dreadsail yet. Got this cute little glass harp thing. Again, why can I not do this with limited visitor permissions? It doesn't have a toggle state. I love the music that this one makes, though. Oh, you don't have to do hard mode. Oh, if it's just the clear, I could probably swing that. I just know the Oblivion Gate from Rockgrove required hard mode, so I just assumed that was their thing going forward. And like the dragon statues required Sunspire boss clears on hard mode. Love the sword in there. Wow, that display case is like the perfect size for that sword. And this is clever too, because this glass normally is like so opaque, but if you put a light source inside of it, it makes it so much easier to see whatever's inside. So now you've got that Magna Geode both on display and working as a light source, so you can actually see the sword. These cute little terrariums. Again, here, I've got the Skystone Scabbard and then a little Blessing Stone there, so we can actually see the darn thing. Oh yeah, I'm sure subclassing will allow me to solo those dragons all by myself. Yeah, people are really overselling how much more powerful subclassing will be than like how our builds are now. Like, yes, they will be better. There will undoubtedly be some power creep, but people are really ignoring the trade-offs, especially with sustain that some of the classes that or those skill lines that we drop have actually been giving us, and those stats will still have to come from somewhere. So I am not super worried about the power creep like everyone else is. And, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong. Let's see what Luke gets nerfed. Yeah, see what Hyperoxys gets nerfed when it starts, like, actually soloing Vet Sunspire hard mode. Love the trapdoor up to the spire here, too. And now this kind of acts like a lighthouse for the ships coming in, if I had to guess. Oh yeah, we go all the way up to the top. Yeah, those guys are a whole other level. Like, even to have the patience to clear as many archive arcs as Hyperoxys has with the builds that he's done, yeah, they are very technical, very math-oriented, and just requires a lot of, like, twitchy APM things that I just do not have the time or the skill for. Oh, look at that! That's a nice use of the Firesong Spring and the Nedic Celestial Altar, which again, snake motifs, and the Dreadsail Lightning Rod with an actual lightning rod in it, because like, despite being called a lightning rod, that Dreadsail one does not have any particles, but you can very easily just clip a Deadlands one under it. Really cool how we come up to the pinnacle. And this, again, for anyone who missed it, is by Eluvetil. Eluvetil. On EU, Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Look at that. What a view up here. What was that? What just made that noise? Is that a Quasagriff that made that noise? I have to assume it's the Lightning Quasagriff. And here we have just the font of Ariel just working as a lighthouse on its own. They even used the Merkmeyer calendar. Close off the little top bit. Well, we have a Quasagriff and a baby Quasagriff just hanging out. It's like a lightning lighthouse. Alright, are we supposed to go higher? I guess we are. Oh, that's a little parkour challenge. I like that we've been led all the way up here to appreciate the view. if I'm not mistaken, part of this font of Arial is mildly slidey, so I'll have to avoid sliding. Yeah, that part. The rounded bit and also the interior of the rounded bit are slidey. Okay, we can just appreciate the top. Did they add like a coral spire up there to like cobble a dragon or something? Or a serpent? That looks different. Oh, I slid. As I said, mildly slidey. Very cool. Ooh, they got something out on that island. Man, they really did quite a bit just all over this buildable space. Have I memorized all the slidey bits of furnishings from my extensive park? I learn more every time I parkour in a build. It is just an iterative process of trial and error when I parkour off of things or fail to parkour off of things because they're slidey. We did everything in here, right? Yeah, looks like it. Got the singing wall, a little laboratory. We come out here, see some mushrooms. What's going on with these mushrooms? Oh, this is cozy in its own way. Just sit under the mushroom and enjoy your butt getting zapped by lightning. Not really sure what these Malmer are getting up to out here. Definitely medieval fantasy. Very piratey. I aggroed the dummy. Normally I aggro it with a light attack, but that time I aggroed it with Streak. I'm surprised I don't aggro more dummies with Streak, honestly. How do we get up to the other bit? Here we go. A little Storm Mage. Oh look, they got the time control and the weather control out here, with the implication that you two are easily aggroed by Streak. Yeah. Just out in Cyrodiil, you see someone streaking away and you don't want them to streak away. But yeah, I love how they have the control console along with the time and weather control out here. Nice little touch. And then the spring up here, and then they've got the waterfall cascading down. Very nice. Really treating us to some of the views in this house that I feel like a lot of builds do not give us. So let's just dive down in here and check out the beach, and that should be it. And Aluvatil, if I have missed something in your build, I am not surprised. But yeah, if there was something big or fun that you want to call attention to, please let me know. I will be more than happy to come back. This is one of those houses where it's inevitable that I'm going to miss something, but I do my best. You got Bendu Olo doing his stormy weather thing. That makes sense. I like how he makes this rain. He literally makes it rain. It's pretty unique among statues. We got Isara, just lamenting her little shipwreck. Anything back here? Nope. Oh, that should be it. This is definitely one of those houses that Zos built, and we're just like, yeah, we're not going to do invisible walls at all in this place. And I think someone on the dev team was like, yeah, let's never do that again. Well, they added some extra coral bits there too, didn't they? Well, that little coral tree. Or they streak stun? Yeah, AoE stun that's unblockable is so nice. Oh man, just imagine, next patch, we can we can cast Shocks, we can cast Daedric Curse, we can cast Meteor, and then right when it's all about to go off, streak right into him. Hey, Marlos! Oh, thanks you so much for the alert. Really appreciate you. What game you're playing, out of curiosity? We're gonna go follow Marlos. I thought there was something else I forgot to check out, but maybe not. Nah, it should be it. Very nicely done, Luvatil. Claire Obscure. I need to play that so bad. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. Like, on the same level as Baldur's Gate was last year, like, this is, like, the game to beat. And it's another turn-based RPG. Like, who would have thought turn-based RPGs actually are the darling genre all of a sudden. Got the cute little pearl in the clam and get the baby clam there. Very nicely done. Love the just the views out here and this custom castle. Super, super pretty. Okay, next up is by, oh man, these names I'm not familiar with and I'm gonna butcher. Laxus. Okay, so it's just Laxus, but surrounded by O's on either end. Yep. OOLAXUSOO. Seabloom Villa. Seawinds Winery. Check it out. The description is, the Seawinds Winery is a little cottage to relax and drink wine while admiring Arden, nature, and sea. Let's see. Custom builds and around the idea of mystic multicolored trees of Arden. They're a fan of the ambient noise in this house, apparently, which I am also a huge fan of. We got the red diamond playing, got lots of butterflies. This feels like the Mania section of Shivering Isles as you walk in. Got lots of colors, lots of butterflies, got some candleflies. Even fancied up the archway as we come in with these Dawnwood things and the Jubilee banners. Got lots of flower colors here. Look at this cabin. Oh, this is such a cute little cottage. Got the Colovian gable and the big chunky Colovian walls up top. Making great use of those wooden Colovian walls. All the different angles and shapes of just that one wall. Along with the Colovian trim, so you have gaps to put the windows in. And the pillars. Cute little tiered waterfall cascading into a firesong spring. Did some great work with the boulders covering up the actual sea bloom. Just blocking off the line of sight to the roof, even with those wisteria trees for the canopy up top. A lovely little wedding trellis to keep us off the cliff. Aw, this is a fun little pergola. This is just those Colovian trellises, just as a roof to this custom pergola. For anyone earning gold homes, yes, Xanathar is at the end of June. If you are looking to buy one of the expensive manor homes or looking to get Telvar stuff, that will also be 10% off. If you're looking to get achievement furnishings, my goal, if I have any money at the end of the month, is to just go all in on archival lights, the small ones, and finally make a giant light bright. That's all I want to do. I just want to make a giant grid of... Oh yeah, the business... Okay, I'm confused. I saw the Crown Store showcase that said the bismuth steam baths were going to be in the Crown Store. Does that mean that it is also going to be in the Crown Store, or that it's exclusively going to be in the Crown Store? Because it's earnable. Okay, thank you. Like, yeah, I was like 99% sure it was earnable until the Crown Store showcase came out last night, and I was like, wait, what? So, I'm glad that it is still earnable. Yeah, love this little gazebo out of the Colovian trellises. You got fezzes and Tadley, little Alfiques hanging out on their little Alfique benches. Got the cute little garden walls here. Oh, and these are the Colovian walls being used as floors. That's really nice. Just that, like, rustic, exposed cobble along with the plaster. Because now the plaster is kind of reading, like, just ambient, like, outdoor dust that needs to be swept up amongst the cobblestones. That's a really clever way to use that wall as a floor. Like that. Definitely would probably also make a really nice basement floor for an interior. Yeah, I love this low Colovian garden wall, just all around as a structure. Got the beautiful high aisle windows. Oh yeah, these dual-sided floors make fantastic log walls, or like plank walls. I forgot about the other side of those. Those are really nice. Holy crap, what a great way to make a cottage out of all these new Colovian bits. Gorgeous. Got all the little flowers in the planter box. What is that planter box? That looks like a Breton something or other. Breton chest of drawers on its side for the custom planter boxes there. Of course, we got the classic Leowind ones down there. Just enjoying this whole view of Ardon out here. Really nice little seaside view. Got the alien ruins back there. Got the city of, what, Firsthold over there? Something like that. Not Firsthold, what is that? I always forget. Glister Vale. Wow, that is a name I always forget. Oh, a weird one. We got this cute little outdoor seating area. High aisle benches. One of the nicest benches, in my opinion. Cracks me up that there exists an upholstered chair that we just never got to match this. I'm gonna keep complaining about it till they add it. This is why I need to win one of those 30-second talk to the housing team things in the contest. Just be like, give me that chair. I will waste my whole 30 minutes just talking about the lack of chair. Oh. Got the beautiful trellises up there. Now, whoever wins is probably dedicated enough to housing that they are going to have some phenomenal ideas for the dev team. And man, wouldn't it be great if all the kinds of content in ESO like had that kind of like, you know, occasional communication with the dev team? Like we used to have class reps, which I thought was a great system, and I'm shocked they never went back to it. Trella? You know, that's a good point. I have no idea what the etymology of trellis is. But yeah, I got that lovely vine curtain trellises. Has this been added? No, that's just part of it. That's a nice little mossy rock, though. I like how there's like a hidden treasure chest back here, I think is the implication. Trellises. Right? Yeah, imagine having a class rep for all like 3,000 combinations of skill lines now. Got the Sylvanari Pizza Stone. Oh, wow. Alright, that is a commitment. Oh, love that. These are candle sconces. These are Alinor candle sconces, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Alinor sconce, candles tall. And all the candles themselves have been hidden in the pillar. I've seen a lot of custom spiral staircases, but I don't think I've ever seen one made out of candle sconces quite like this. And it's walkable. It is very walkable. Look at that. Oh, that is yeah, that is a hell of a slot commitment, but like, man, that... If only we had a spiral staircase of those proportions, people would be using that all over the place. That is the dream right there. That is a dream staircase. And got some nice Colovian wine goods, got the Undaunted good. Oh, that's a cute little faucet. I'm surprised I don't see this guy as a fancy faucet more. This little dragon figurine, he is kind of faucet-shaped. Figurine, the sea monster's surprise. He is very surprising in this build. Love it. Got some plates some cutlery being washed in there. Lovely rustic kitchen sink here too. That watering trough, and then just surround it with these rustic Colovian painted bits. Oh, look at the oven hood. That's cool too. Take the whole Colovian, what, trunk? Colovian chest, rustic. That is a big chest. Is that all just one? Oh yeah. I always forget how tall that thing is. But yeah, take those and the Colovian table. Okay, it's multiple. It's a whole bunch of little Colovian pieces to make that oven hood. That is fantastic. And then take some bronzy clockwork bits for the Telvanni specimen jar. That's a good one. And the gear jar for the burners. And then the dwarven press bed for that chunk of metal. And then the Colovian wall mirror for the oven bit. And then the clockwork coffers on either side. What a great little range and oven cobble. Really love what you can do with a mirror there. Even like the bottom hardware bit of that mirror kind of works as a handle to actually open the oven. That is creative as heck. Got that fancy bread on the tray. And this craft bag that is like nearly impossible to make look right no matter where you put it, just because it's got so many things hanging off of it. But yeah, they did a great job like hiding all the dangly bits and just keeping the clutter on that thing. And this is a multi-cobble too, right? That's the Breton something or other. Well, that's a lot of cobbles. I'm surprised they had slots still. Maybe that is just the whole big... Okay, that is a Colovian chest down there. Nice. Ooh, look at all the wine down here. That is a party. Like the cake, too. Just on its... just hiding the stand and keeping the tray. Get the little Breton runner down there. Oh, this is so cute. This really does have, like, that rustic winery feel to it. I feel like this is one of the winery places that I considered having my wedding reception at. We definitely wanted a winery, and we had a couple of options, and this definitely looks like one of the options we taste tested. We got these cute little rocking chairs here. This little Colovian bookcase. This Jubilee wreath right over the fire. I love these wreaths. Nice little painting. Is this Solitude? River's Journey. Can't quite recall where you get that one. It's pretty though. Yeah, really taking advantage of the views and the ambient sounds out here. Just really efficiently covering the actual way up to the house too. And we got those beautiful Colovian curtains. Let's go up the staircase to this lovely loft. Nice big painting with the Alinor architecture there. If we just ignore Ansul just kind of looming in the background, it's actually kind of a cozy, pretty painting. This one always reminds me of like a movie poster for a Disney movie. Like all the... You know, that classic, like, VHS box that has, like, all the, like, the good guys up front, and then the bad guy is always, like, kind of looming, like, transparently in the back. That's what this painting reminds me of, especially because it's got, like, the whole, like, Alinor Disney castle over there. Like, if you just stuck a few protagonists in the front, this would be, like, the VHS box cover for a Disney movie. Love the game, love the little grape and cheese board there. Beautiful. Got that nautical high aisle table. I love this table. It's one of my favorites. And got the high aisle bookcases. Got some extra clutter out of there. Swanstone's game. Got a little jester box there. I'm assuming I can't mess with the jester box. Nope. Off limits. And you got a little game there. Beautiful. Oh, got an inn situation. Got a little bathroom here. The rustic TP, I'm assuming. Or maybe paper towels. Yeah, that Apocrypha spindle really works as paper towels. I like it. And again, the little faucet guy, I love him. But I am shocked that I don't see this guy being used as a faucet more. We got the Colovian mirror. Yeah, where's the auger to add to the ambiance, right? Yeah, he is always like a good bookshelf clutter piece. Man, they really picked some good spots to put the windows so you can just see out to the whole view outside. Really, really cozy in here. These Colovian walls, I never really thought about them as like being good for ceilings, but man, they really are. Just all the vertical lines on them really works as those roof rafters, and then just hiding all the seams with the Colovian pillars like that. Really nice. And they packed a lot into 400 slots too. Take into account the courtyard, all the clutter, custom structures, and these some of the wall bits are actually really tiny because they wanted that like consistent like plank wall on the outside. And the inside looks fantastic too, with the dual-sided Colovian floor bits. Yeah, it kind of looks like a fancy little like paneling job. Really, really cool. We've got some of those autumn colors up here. Got the Colovian carpet, the Eleanor carpet here. Really nice. Alright. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be an air freshener or if someone's dookie is that strong that we can see the steam coming off of it. I'm sorry. I'm assuming it's the former, but that's all I can think of when I see the steam coming out of the hole there. We'll just assume it's a fancy toilet. Alright, Zubilla's... Ooh, we got some smut in our bathroom. Zubilla's Mysteries and Revelations. And we got some loose leaf TP there. Very nice. I feel bad when I make jokes like that in someone's gorgeous house, but like, man, this is really cute. Judging the carpeted bathroom only slightly, but it's a really, really cool carpet. I love how it has like those little jingle bells on it. Got a little bit of nautical clutter there. Very nice, very peaceful. Nice peaceful music box here too. Love the spiral staircase. I mean, that is definitely the highlight of the build. The whole structure is fantastic, but this staircase is wild. How many sconces? Now that we've seen the build, I want to know. Only 29. 29 out of 400? That's not even that bad. Wow. Yeah, less than an eighth of the build to make that staircase. Super classy, super fancy. I like it. And that was by Laxus, at @laxusu on PCEU. What do we got next? Cyber Queen, Medieval Village. Maybe the tavern, no hidden areas. Okay. So this is by CyberQueen01, titled Medieval Village, no description. Oh yeah, I suppose I should see what house it is, but the loading screen. Okay, Daggerfall Overlook, cool. Oh wow. This is a very classic structural style, using those Breton market stalls. Like, before we had High Isle, before we had Colovian, the only way to get that kind of like Tudor style, like beam and plaster look was a whole bunch of Breton merchant stalls. So this always takes me back to like the olden days of ESO housing, when this was the only way to get those like High Isle Leowin style walls. Love it. And the mirror windows, of course, another classic. Before we had real windows, back in my day. Let's take a nice good look around here. We'll hear the Merry Mead Maker. That's a good choice for a medieval village. And of course that castle is... I mean, this is like the... When you talk about a medieval fantasy house, it's really hard to beat Daggerfall Overlook just for that. Now we have that nice Breton well that matches all the... You know, the dark stone of Daggerfall Overlook and the roof. We've got some happy little house facades here. Again, just making use of all those Breton merchant stalls to get that like really rustic wall style. And the solitude bits as the foundation is nice too. Get some chickens clucking around. Got the butterfly bushes and the songbird flowers. Got that nice... Now that is new. That is brand spanking new. That windmill that you get one of with Maryvine. And if you ever need a second one, it is $20. It's ridiculous. First hit's free, and then, yeah, it's 2,000 crowns to get a second one of those windmills ever. I mean, 1,000,000 gold isn't free, but it might as well be free. Oh, that's nice. Just blocking off the lighthouse with a little portcullis there. We don't need anyone going in there. But the implication that it's like an astronomy tower with that banner is really nice. Beautiful. Yeah, These structures are gorgeous. Love the Solitude column as the chimney. The Solitude slide roofs just peaked like that. And then the gabling is the Orcish platforms, which were one of the few options we had back in those days as well. It's still one of the really good options because you can you can kind of like wedge them in wherever there's a triangle bit. The planks are small enough that they like crisscross in a really natural looking fashion. And we got the Solitude bits for the foundation there. Get the wedding trellises. This is so cozy, so like authentically like medieval, but happy. It's got all the flowers, all the landscaping. These merchant stalls are still so nice for like really just showing like a cracked plaster kind of like really weathered wood on those beams. The Breton mirrors for the windows. I like how they're like not like super symmetrical. They're like kind of a checkerboard thing. Like wherever you need a window in this wall, that's where you get a window. Got the Eleanor window boxes up there. Really, really cute. Got some benches around the fountain. Got this nice Grave Watcher statue just kind of watching over the town. I like how this fountain just kind of lends itself to a statue. Like, it looks weird without a statue. Kind of wish we got this like as a standalone fountain too, though. It's a really nice one. Really reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Like, of all the fountains in the game, this one specifically would be great for a Beauty and the Beast build. That's really what this whole town kind of reminds me of. Just a, like, rustic French castle town. Lovely, lovely structures. I love all the variety of shapes in these houses, too. Like, you got that one that's like a perfect square almost. Got some rectangles up here. Got this one that's like a multi-height... Hi, Kashek. Got multiple heights, multiple... It's not like boxes, It's like, it's a lot of variation to make it, look more like a city that's been built up over time. Yes, Kashek. Got the little overgrown thorny bushes there. And of course the stable innately goes with all these walls too. And then the top bit of that barn is part of the house. But then again, the merchant stalls fit that same texture just perfectly. So, while yes, it is a slot commitment, it is like the only thing that perfectly matches some of the textures in here. Rose, yeah. Yeah, just assume if you're watching my stream, it's Kashek. It's always gonna be Kashek, just screaming his head off. Ah, man, I'm surprised he showed up this late, though. Normally he's up here. I guess it's because the sun's going down later now, so, like, he likes looking out windows, and then when the sun goes down, he's looking for other entertainment. He's just like, okay, sun's down, can't see out the window, I'm bored, entertain me. Have the window up. Thought it was part of the... You have a colony of feral cats outside? Oh, man. Yeah, Alcair Castle in Stormhaven. AKA that place I only go to when I need a super obscure vendor or it's Christmas time. And I'm actually doing my my dailies for event tickets. Yep, to dance. Yep, that is the designated dance section of Stormhaven. Cute little rocking chair out here. Here's the tavern. Oh, I also turned my Daggerfall Overlook barn into a tavern. But first, I gotta... my little shimmy off the roof. Love all these chickens. I need more chickens. I just realized if I'm gonna make Kakariko Village from Zelda, I need a lot more chickens than I actually have right now. The cute little nook. Little, Aww! Yep, some winos just crashing here. I like the bottle and the sleeping bag here, so clearly this is the residence of the town bum. Got a rustic little solitude well there, too. Got some puppies. got Mr. Bastion running the... Oh, not running in. He is just a patron. He is just lending his sparkling personality to his captive audience, Nuzimi here. I love the clutter. All that old-timey Breton clutter. Got the gravy boat. Yeah, it's like, it's giving Monty Python for sure. So, which may we burn her? We got these, like, super gross-looking fish. We got the rack of ribs, the Fred Flintstone ribs. Some nice little bottle lamps. Love the Merry Mead Maker. That's another thing, like the precursor, that you can just farm one of for every tune that you have. Ooh, fancy bed. This is either like the expensive suite, or this is where Nuzime sleeps. Really cute. Love the mix of the Solitude walls, too. It's kind of funny how reminiscent this is of the tavern that I also built in here. I used the Solitude platform for the floor, I used the Elsewhere platform for the upper ceiling bit. I feel right at home in this tavern. It's funny. Though, they did what I should have done and not make a second floor here, because it's got a really weird invisible ceiling that like drops like well lower than the loft actually is, so it kind of forces you into a first-person view if you go up too high. But yeah, this is cozy as heck. Love the Kinnereth, or the Kinarthi tapestry, which I don't think I realized was double-sided. I'm honestly not sure I remember that it was reversible like that, but that's cool. You can have two of them facing each other if you wanted to like have them over a door or something. Some nice wine, nice cozy hearth, very cute. We got the window boxes. Really smart way to efficiently block off this whole backyard that the stables has. Got some authentic Breton street lamps. All this Solitude stuff just goes right in here. Right, Crimson? It's one of those things, like, you just think, oh, it's a tapestry. Why would I ever flip it around? It's going to be blank on the back. And lo and behold, it's not. What is that, Kinarthi? Sweet Kinarthi's song. Yep, it's reversible. It's also shockingly thick for a tapestry. You could even probably do something with this tassel alone. I'm not sure what you would do with it, but it's an option. That's really cool. Huh, I'll have to remember that. I'm sure I won't. I wish I had a counter for the number of times I've said I'll have to remember that on stream, because I don't remember a single thing that I've told myself to remember. Pulls, yeah, that'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Yeah, just one of those like pull cords, like little trough here, just being fed by the fountain. We got some nice glazed Breton bits. That's a cute little void too. The Breton amphora glazed. If you ever just need a void to stick somewhere, that's a good option. Honestly, all the Breton pottery is. Kashek and Benny are chasing each other around now. I guess they both got the same idea, like, oh, no more birds to watch, we're just gonna annoy each other now. Yeah, you can hear them fighting though. Oh, I got all this bread here, nice and sheltered from the elements. These nice happy little sweet rolls, got a pottery barn, well, pottery stall. And some cookware. Oh, they're a nightmare. And then we've got the middle child, Lex, who's just like a capybara in cat form. He just kind of vibes with all of the chaos. We've got all the basketry, or basket stuff. Got some barrels. Got all the produce here. Ooh, they are produce maxing, and they got the apple buckets, the tomato box. Got some lettuce in the one empty bit of the fruit basket. Some... What are these? Basket of gourds. It's all those like common little bits. And that's a cute way to to build up here and take in some of the seaside views in a an authentically medieval way, but also keeping you from like jumping off and exploring the slaughterfish water. Like that. I don't think I've seen many people do this with this this upper wall area here. Well, this wall area that is normally not upper, but they like built it up with the solitude walkways, just letting you look out over the sea, see if any invaders are coming, but also like portcullising it off like they have, like that. And you get the butcher shop over here. Oh, look at that. You got the kebabs on the tray, got the hanging meat chunks, got the big old carving knife in the shank. You got some roasting. Yeah, this feels very appropriately medieval here. Really, really nice. I can't imagine there is a single slot left for the interior, but I have been wrong before. Also love these little pebbles. These pebbles for like just marking off where the planted beds are, just so nice. If you're not aware of these pebbles, go down to the Somerset Alanor home goods vendor and check out the 3 sizes of pebbles that they have available. And just like, I don't know, with the furnishing vault coming, just stock up. Get yourself like 10 or 20 of each, and yeah, you'd be surprised how many times you can make cool little flower beds out of just 1 or 2 of these like curved little limestone borders. Really nicely done. Alright, the door is accessible, so I'm assuming that means, oh, look at this, got the wood pile, got this little rustic gazebo. These Reachman gazebos just really scream rustic, or pergolas rather. I find myself getting pedantic about things as I say them. It's like, that's not a gazebo, that's a pergola. Come on. Alright. Let's see how much of the interior is... Ooh. Blood for the Pact. Got some... It's kind of funny. I was not expecting the Ebonheart Pact shield, but, you know, nice dragon. Really screams medieval. Completely agreed, Crimson. That would be fantastic if we could build like a library out of collectible bits. Wow. Oh, so this is just the public library. That's clever. That is such a clever way to make use of this gigantic building without actually having to say it's a castle. Oh, look at that. We got the little the lending desk over here. Got a cute little hearth here. Got some seating out here in the reading area. And yeah, just taking these, once again, these Alanor bookcases just come in clutch everywhere you just need to fill up space. Just build yourself a massive library out of like, what, 12 slots it looks like? Beautifully done. Even blocking off this whole back throne room area with like 1 solitude platform. Is that 1 or 2? 1 solitude platform spans that entire gap. You just cover it with the 2 Alanor bookshelves, and boom. Oh, it's a bank. Okay, it's a library and a bank. It's like the whole like public official building. I don't know how I missed the bank sign there, or the fact that he's behind a secure portcullis, and it would make way more sense for there to... This would be hella late fees for the library. Yeah, very, very nicely done. Yeah, you could take out a loan to borrow a book with. Honestly, in those days, that would probably make sense. I could see it. So yeah, and this is by CyberQueen01. Very nicely done. I am shocked at how much was squeezed into this build. Beautiful structures, beautiful clutter. Everything is so like authentically medieval. There's like not a lot of like magic or like, you know, things that would like make it more ESO. Like this is such a like grounded build, and I just adore it. The whole premise, the landscaping, these structures made of some very tiny little merchant stall bits that are honestly kind of a pain to cobble together. They look like they would be easy, these merchant stalls, but they've got so many bits that stick out that they can be kind of a pain. 86 merchant stalls. So yeah, at least they have this little like gabley bit so you can make like dormer windows and gables and stuff, but by and large, like hiding this little overhang is such a pain. At least it kind of works in this. Like you see the overhang and it kind of actually makes sense along the walls. But like I've seen times where I've wanted to make it work and it just wouldn't because of that little ridge. Yeah, when you do more than one side, yeah, there have been some very sneaky ways that it's been made to work a lot better than it should. So yeah, much appreciated, Cyber Queen. Just how much thought and detail went into just cobbling all of those merchant stalls together. Even like using the orcish bits, because the wood on those orcish bits really matches the weathered wood of the Breton stalls. Super cool, and have like some climbing ivy along the solitude walls. Really, really nice. Oh, I don't think I snuck back here yet, did I? Got this cute little solitude footbridge. It just wraps around. The flow of this place is magnificent. Like, you can really just find yourself getting lost in here. They've transformed what is ordinarily just a courtyard of a castle into like a thriving little town. I know this is one of like the best houses to do that in, but even so, this is exceptionally well laid out for a medieval town. Really, really cute. I am so impressed by the structure work in here. Right. So if I've missed anything, Cyber Queen, let me know. I'll be happy to pop back. Next up we have Melanie Marin, Earth Tear Cavern. Kinnereth's Hall. Come visit Kinnereth's Hall and watch as the sunrise chases away the remnants of last night's storm. Ooh, not even last night's storm could wake you. Ooh, alright. Starting off strong, converting what is normally just an empty cave with some ruins, and building a whole medieval structure off of said ruins. That's really fancy. Love that, because this is all innate, some really unique Yokuden ruins. And yeah, just building off of that with the Leowin structures is really nice, because you got this really cool stone platform to work with. Ooh, this is a Fargrave. The Fargrave stuff also goes really nicely with the Yokuden stuff. That sandstone look. We see some stuff out there. Wonder if we can get there, if that's just for show. Yeah, the turrets are an excellent solution to those big Yokuden pillars that you can't delete. Honestly, it's funny. Some of the most frustrating, undeletable stuff is also the stuff that I would want to actually have as a furnishing, but we also don't have as a furnishing. Oh, cute little owl up there. Also, these ropes. It's just like, come on. There's just no way to get rid of these ropes, no efficient way to hide the ropes. I get that they were supposed to hold chandeliers, but if you don't want chandeliers there, you're just left with these silly ropes. Earth Terror is definitely showing its age. What is this banner? What is this, Kynes Aegis? Kynes Aegis banner hanging. Nice. Oh yeah, it is a Kinnereth build. This is by Melanie Marin on PC EU, titled Kinnereth's Hall, and it is Earth Terror Cavern. Got those Fargrave colonnades working. Honestly, the Fargrave stuff is kind of the glue that that connects the Leowin stuff to the Yokuden stuff. Like, I really like the way to smooth over a seam like that by taking something that's kind of in the middle structure-wise and adding to it. Got the nice Solitude stuff that goes so nicely with the Leowin and the Colovian. Got a little bit of Markarth there. Got these gorgeous Colovian windows. Love those. Yeah, Earth Terror. Which kind of makes sense for a Kinnereth castle, doesn't it? Like, just be, like, in the elements, like, in the nature, because, I mean, what... If there's one thing we know about Kinnereth, is she loves to just sick bears on people, and bears would be right at home in this big old cave. That's the farthest I've got in the Knights of the Nine DLC so far, just, like, doing a Kinnereth-themed quest, and she just sicks a bear on me. And I'm not allowed to fight the bear, but I'm also not allowed to get hit by the bear, because I die in one hit. That was a fun quest. Anyway. Yeah, love the Leowin walls here and the Leowin doorways. So, we're learning all kinds of fun gable tricks today. What is that? That is Necrom ramps. Oh, wow. Yeah. They're just small enough to really make that work. That's cool. And there's Ernscar. He looks right at home in this medieval build. Some nice swampy trees that fit nicely with the surrounding swamp area. Got that cool new Colovian glass blowing furnace that just works perfectly as a forge. Have they added the coals, or is that part of it? That's part of it. I always forget. We can now have a forge without having to, pay out the butt for the Dark Elf coals. We got those nice. We're seeing a lot of these Solitude walkways in these builds, which makes sense. Like, this is like such a medieval fantasy coded walkway in general. It's got the nice, like, chunky moss, got the cracks. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I just wish it were bigger. And got the narrow Markarth stairways. Still one of my favorite stairways because there's nothing else shaped like it. And got those Breton torches, and of course the Colovian windows, which I'm pretty sure, at least for some walls, you can actually get away with just having one. Yeah, this is one of the few windows where you can actually set it in the middle of a wall and have the glass showing on both ends, which is a complete slot saver when you consider like how many times you're making, interiors that need a second window to match the exterior window. So, love that Zos has finally caught on to that and given us some thicker windows to work with. Got these nice rustic Solitude tables and chairs. Love the wood grain on these things. Just the unfinished wood kind of reminds me of like an Amish furniture store or something. And got the Solitude slide roofs that work great as roofs, surprisingly. Got the Necrom ramps again. Honestly, those Necrom ramps are one I was not considering in terms of like just a chunk of wood where a chunk of wood plank is needed. And of course we got the Fargrave colonnades again. Nice efficient piece there. Got a squirrel out in the distance. We've added some swampy banyan trees just to add a little more visual interest into the great unknown that is the outside of this build. Even got the ESO Plus paintings as little gap fillers up there. Love it. Got the Fargrave balcony just as a whole roof to cobble into the High Isle bits over here and the Leowin on the back. Yeah, really efficient structure choices. I love it. Getting all kinds of money's worth out of some of these bigger furnishing or structure pieces. And of course, doors, just being fake doors everywhere. Oh, this must be the church, because you got a little Vivek seal with the High Elf seal in the middle of it. I like that cobble. The High Elf metal winged covering up the Vivek piece, just to make something totally unique in two slots. So yeah, oh yeah, this is for sure the church. I don't know why that didn't click at first. This massive building with the fancy windows around is the Kinnereth. Oh right, Eagle. Right, Kinnereth. I keep reminding myself, yes, this is a Kinnereth-themed thing, so of course it would have all the bird iconography, like this tapestry here, and this lovely candle altar with its fancy Alinor archway. That is very slick, because this is normally like what, just Mage's Guild? Yeah, Mage Tapestry, Arbic Phoenix. But because we have so many eagle-themed things, thanks to the Alinor and the Almeri stuff, we can make a Kinnereth thing. Oh look, she's even holding the Kinnereth weather control. That's really cute. Love it. And this is the Vivek meditation pool. These are Imperial braziers. Okay, cool. Love that. We even got it on the reverse side too. The high elf metal. Is that thick enough that they only needed one? I think it is. Oh, that is slick. Oh wait, no, they needed two, didn't they? Yep. It's just one on the right, because that doesn't have the glass on the reverse side. So yeah, they got two Vivek packs, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe two come with the pack. I don't know. Either way, love all the eagle iconography to not suggest the Aldmeri Dominion, but instead suggest Kinnereth. See, this is the same kind of thing like we saw with the Craglorn stuff being used for Malmer stuff. Here we have, if you see an eagle, it could be Kinnereth, it could be Ravenclaw. You just have a lot of different pieces to work with. Alright, here's the keep. Oh, there's a bat in the belfry. Oh, there's 2 bats. Aw. That makes sense. We're in a cave. It's got bats up on the roof. We got these nice big Colovian walls here. Or is this the priory? This might be an abbey. Need to reread the description. Yep, come visit Kinnereth's Hall. Watch as the sunrise chases the remnants of last night's storm. Love it, because, Kinnereth, storms, that makes sense. Let's check out the grounds more before going into the hall. I feel like if I spend too much time in any one building, I'm going to miss things. And there's the Kinnereth statue out there. Lovely. Can't remember. Is that a particle effect the statue has normally, or is that a Meridia orb? I want to say it's a Meridia orb. Yep. Nice. Really great special slot to just add a little bit of light and particles to your statues. Just hide that Meridia orb anywhere you can. You got that nice blue glow coming off of that. You got some big old spiked... Oh, they're the, that antiquity. That Khajiit water vessel thing. It's just being used as a massive bonfire brazier. That's clever. Oh yeah, and they really did pick a great time of day for the God Rays to just highlight the statue herself. Really, really nice attention. That is one of the highlights of this house. Like, it has some great views of the sky, and because it's in a cave, like, you get some really nice ray tracing coming through the gaps. Really, really cool. Nice little boat out here, got some fishing. A wine barrel. I like that we finally have, like, a variation in wine and crate wine and crate colors. Like, before, they were all that same kind of, like, brown. And now with Colovian, we finally have some of the lighter wood. It's really detailed. Very similar to the Solitude furnishings. We now have like a whole bunch of really high-res barrels and crates. Ooh, look at this little wraparound turret. In use of the curved Colovian floor and the curved Solitude walls. Really, really pretty town. Love the use of some of these new windows. Use of the turrets. Some of the high aisle stuff over here, just a nice variety of structure bits. Making use of all the big chunky stone tile sets, like the Fargrave, High Isle, Colovian. Nice bit of pathing all around, got some guards that look right at home. Oh, look at a little cat, just in the upper terrace. We got this crate lid as a little tiny window shutter. I like it. What's behind it? What is that? Apocrypha nightstand, intricate. Oh, wow. Yeah, just for a little bit of, I guess, implied glass or something. Very cool. Nice trees. I like these laurels. Is that what they are? No, Blackwood elm. Some really detailed leaves on these things. Yeah, got the wedding trellises out here. I'm guessing this is the lower tier of the keep, so let's go in through the front door, and then if we can't get to the basement, we'll try the other way. Feels so explorable. Alright, got that nice big tapestry as we come in. Got, all the Colovian walls. Wow, this feels like Castle Skingrad all of a sudden. Just the super high ceilings. Those nice Colovian walls there. Gorgeous. Got a little rustic seating area. Got some breakfast. A little bit of cheese. A little bit of tomato. Caprese salad on a plate. Oh, cute. Got these Stormlord. Oh, I need to get these. Because I have my weapon shop in Daggerfall, and I forgot that all the teams have little shields now. I can get rid of some of my fake shields and put in real shields. Got some pantry stuff, a little bit of plates, cutlery. Got a little Kine statue, of course. Going all in on the Kinnereth. I love it. Very cohesive theme. It's not just castle. It's Kinnereth. It's got the Kinnereth Church, got the Kinnereth Castle. Really, really fancy. And this is a classic too. This makeshift brazier out of the dark elf coals, and then the statue base. Then they added more metal bits with these Elsewhere gates, which I think is kind of fun. The little garden gates you get from the Lux vendor. Super cool. And get that fancy fresco back there. It's a Colovian tapestry, fancy gate. Oh, it's even called fancy. Oh yeah, and sure enough, we can get to the lower tier from here. This is cute too, filling in a gap with a little divider like that. Just, you know, make it a little more OSHA compliant. Let's check out the top and then we'll go in the basement. With those nice Colovian windows. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. I love this tile set so much. This new Colovian stuff we have to work with. And then the high aisle floor with the tiles. Always a fancy choice. Yeah, nice little deer head up there. Lots of bats. I adore how many bat pets they picked up and then made a castle in a cave. It's like they have their perfect little home here. A beautiful view from the top. Just gaze down on your domain. Really nice. Love the time of day they picked too. These high aisle platforms letting us walk all the way around. Ooh, we got a little seating out here to take advantage of all the views. Really nice. This is similar to that Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Like, this just seems made for just going up high and then looking down. Got a cute little puppy down there. Is that dripping part of the house, or did they add something to make it drip like that? Because that's kind of cool. And I can't think of anything else that would actually drip quite like that. So yeah, I'm assuming that's part of the house. That is something I did not know about Earth Terror, that it actually had drips coming off of the stalagmites, or stalactites like that. Huh. Oh, that's cute. What is that on? Oh, Zarethvar. Wow. Zos is really getting better at these letter furnishings. I wish we could just get them as generic pieces and not like one-offs that we could only ever put in one house from the companions. Or wait, no, we can't unlock more if we get extra rapport from other characters, I think. Beautiful. I'm gonna take a quick BRB. One sec. Alright, and we're back. Let's keep looking at this beautiful Kinnereth Keep we find ourselves in. Ooh, love these new 10-year anniversary drapes we get from the new house. Just accenting this canopy bed with those. Love it. Also love the bedspread on this vampiric canopy bed. Gorgeous color to it. And the second Kinnereth. I like how we have two Kinnereth statues. I think one is called Kine and one is called Kinnereth, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. That is Kinnereth on both. Yep. Kinnereth of the Winds and Kinnereth Air Goddess. So, really good thematic choice because we actually do have two statues. Love the projections off these windows too. Beautiful. This really does feel like a castle that's just built into the cave. I don't think I've ever seen anyone build quite up this high into the actual cave roof in Earth Terra before. That's really, really fancy. Just build this giant keep in this corner of it. Super cool. And the whole wraparound. Yeah, got the little sitting area. Really nice. Make sure I've seen everything up on this terrace. Yep. Yep, so we got the Great Hall, and we got a, the bedroom up above. We've got this little weaving area, it seems like. Cute. Aw, a little playroom. We got toy soldiers and a toy bear. Just in mid-scatter, so yeah, it seems like some kids are being entertained in here. Got a little game going. Very cute. These tapestries also just feel kind of cartoony in their own way. They got a little spinning wheel, a little turtle. Can we open the turtle? No, I can't open the turtle. A little lectern. Read your Kinnereth lore. It's a nice little corner situation too with these two Solitude bookcases. Ah, got another divine. Was that Saint Kaladas? No, Zenithar. I just forget. Kaladas also holds an anvil. But, oh wait, no, he holds a T-square. That's right. Got a little bouncy sheet. War weather. Cool. All the books are appropriately lore friendly here. Got a little storm motif. A lot of storm motifs in these in this category. Got the mermaid statue. That's also very fitting. Very cute. Got this rustic loom. It's also rustic and divine-y. What's in the basement? Let's check it. Oh, I love the flow down here too, especially with those Fargrave adobe walls. Wow, again, like this has such a flow to it, just like that last one. Like you just kind of wander throughout this whole town. Oh, a little dock down here I didn't discover before. I love that. This little duct from the wine barrel that has the door in it. Or maybe that's like how you get to the Outlaws Refuge. I don't even know. That's cute though. A little grate to keep people out of the sewer duct. A little rowboat down here. Dock. Oh, that's cool too, because this ramp is an undeletable part of the house, and they've kind of worked it into the structure of the whole castle that they've done. That's really clever. It is definitely a making lemonade out of lemons situation here. Love it. Also love this. The Solitude, or no, the Colovian wall with the Fargrave colonnade. That meshes way better than it has any right to. This little druidic, or this high aisle walkway here too. Got some more fake doors, really just implying like a massive sprawling area. Here's where the less well-to-do people are sleeping. Got this little Solitude hay bed. I always forget about that one with the cowhide, because I don't think we have a standalone cowhide, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we do. That might be a Reach blanket thing. But yeah, all these like hay beds with skins on them. Very medieval. Ooh. Got Mehrunes Dagon with his big old axe. This little high aisle trinket box. We come up here into the loft. Alright, a lot of bunking for some poor folk. Love the Fargrave curtains, really just selling that tattered look. Super cute. And then we get the little stick fences, really just keeping us from falling down the steep little ladder loft. Oh no, it's a popo coming in here just to collect their taxes. Or maybe this is where Muraso actually sleeps. Yeah, I love the use of the Fargrave stuff too, along with the curved Solitude bits. Is this where we saw the window? No. So there's another room that I'm missing, I think. Yes, here. Oh, the kitchen. There we go. Oh, the kitchen has a nice little rustic window view out to the counter. Oh, man. Really just pointing that window at the best possible view. Love it. Got a little pantry thing. Got the big old basket of grapes. Got some bread. Got some honey. Got some eggies. This little hearth. This is like the hearth. This is like... I think I've seen this in nearly every build I've toured. This Solitude kitchen hearth. It is the hearth for... Look at that! This big, long Solitude frying pan. This is the perfect one for this this particular Solitude bread. And got all the pot. How do they still have clutter slots left? I am just in awe that they had room to do even like more cluttered shelves with like pottery and stuff. And the barrels up above, the barrel rack, all this hanging game, like wow, they packed so much into this, along with being just this massive custom landscape structure with like multiple enterable buildings, but also like some that are facades. Just really just squeezing every possible amount of utility out of their slots. Really, really fancy. Very well done. Melanie Marin. Beautiful, beautiful and creative use of the space. That's gotta be it, right? I have to assume. That felt like, ooh, a little trapdoor down here. See, there's still secrets. How are there still little secrets that I haven't found? Oh, and there's the Ascendant Lord over there. Didn't see that before. And there's the other Meridia orb, just kind of highlighting him. The guard walkway here. Really, really nice. Can I just... I can't streak over that way. Maybe if I get up on the brazier. Oh, so close. Anyway. That's my time. I don't have too much time to goof around in here. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on these amazing, amazing houses. Thank you so much to Aetherius Art and Futerco. If you hear a rumbling, that is actually my cat Lex on the cat treadmill, which he very rarely comes in here just to run on the cat treadmill, but I love when he does. It's always such a treat. Anyway, let's go see who we can raid off to tonight. Ooh, Tack is playing Blueprints, which I've heard amazing things about. A lot of people playing some interesting games tonight. Oh, the trial tournament. That's right. One More Clash is doing a trial tournament, and looks like Iffy is streaming that. So let's go check that out. Let's deviate from our nice chill housing tours to see some sweaty things. There we go. As always, thank you all so much for joining me. Really appreciate you. Appreciate Aetherius Art for letting me judge this thing. And I will see you in the next one. Got a lot more housing tours coming up. And take care. Bye.